or the edge, many of them receiving a gentle or not so gentle dousing. One of them, just the tightest spirals, and it was launched off the catwalk. And you guys got deeper in before you disembarked from like creeping along on top of one of these like hydro tube access like catwalk things, or barely even that. With in many places just a running like brass bar that's meant to be a anchor for anybody that's accessing or working on the hydro tubes. But you persevered for some time, getting access to the heart of this place. And not quite. Still the the interior, but not the heart. I keep using the wrong language there. And disembarked into this little like access or maintenance closet and ladder, and heard some guards talking up ahead. They said some rather curious things to each other about the prisoners they had taken. Oh, look at that happy baby.
That's a weird thing for the guards to be talking about, but okay.
Like, oh, look at that.
Stealing the Gnomes children.
They're sharing pictures of their children with each other. They're really family man.
Let's take your baby to work day.
Oh, no.
Take your baby to work day. Just having to coincide with the Green Gold.
Take this opportunity to not be involved in this particular adventure.
Clint the Unbearded rides into town.
Oh, no.
And you thought for a moment, it seemed as though your presence was going undetected until some of you finally caught a coherent strain within this this strange sort of background incoherent whisper, the chorus of whispering that you hear in this place. And a couple of you, just finally were able to, grab a coherent strain out of that, and heard what sounded like a prayer to one of the five divines, to Helm, asking Helm to watch over the borders of your people and let not our eyes even blink, or something to that.
Exactly that.
And you heard not just this, but like all these other prayers that weren't just like, were just too not quite clear enough, or just too faint to grasp onto and make sense of. But you had the impression, even those of you that didn't make out that entire prayer, that there were more of that ilk. Like there was many of these that were giving some boon or benefit to these guards, as they were encouraged in their curiosity and their desire to investigate what they had thought was some sound where it shouldn't be being made. And that's where we left off, with the guards approaching your location, and all of you, some of whom are not good at sneaks, are hiding out in a little closet. The guards, are approaching from a hallway. You, I believe some of you peeked out. Oh wow, that sunset is so many colors. So purpley. You can see it out the window there.
Oh, geez.
We're gonna take a sunset break.
Yeah, 5-minute break.
I got my food.
Everybody.
Picture ass.
All right.
I hope you all saw that.
That was beautiful. And so, yeah, I believe that some of you had peeked out as you were sneaking around down there, and you believe that you saw the shadows of these guards, and you like the hallway down to where they were hanging out, probably about 40, 50 feet. So if they're walking towards you, you probably looking at a couple rounds here before they arrive at your location. So, thought we would just roll initiative to help guide this. This is not technically combat yet, but it is a situation where I think initiative is appropriate. So go ahead and roll if you haven't already.
Do you have our numbers from last session?
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
we did it last time.
I think
We
so.
did it, but
I feel guilty. I know it wasn't. Mine was not good, so I'd like to
Okay.
be a Boy Scout about it. But
I just don't remember.
Confirming, did Gert have a 4?
that it was. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, I mean, your old one was a 3, so I guess.
Oh yeah, that was the bit.
Yeah.
It was slightly better than last time.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
So it must be this one
Yep.
with the initiative I have. Okay, perfect. Yes, and we started with these guards.
I think Jared does need to roll because he's not on there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, please roll initiative. If you haven't already.
Grungle Buck.
24.
Buckle.
What?
24.
24?
Stop being a rogue.
Wow. Yeah.
I took the alert feat,
whole
so
last
yeah.
session with 3 fighters and a wizard, no rogue to like help them out. I was just having your character give them advantage on stealth checks pretty much like all the time. As just kind of a working in the background thing. Grumble.
That makes sense.
You will have the first stop. You'll have initiative here. So you are in this like, I believe like 5 or 8 foot by 10 like closet where like one end terminates in the wall with a ladder going up to access above the hydro tube that you guys were traveling on. This is so I believe all of you crawled down at this point
Yes.
and are like all assembled in this closet basically. You and some of the others peeked out and saw like the tunnel that you're in goes, like the tunnel goes both ways. The guards are, coming from the right, but there's also like a doorway across from you as well. So that's kind of the situation you're in as these guards begin their approach as some unholy prayer to the 5 divines gave them pause and an extra bit of insight or perception.
Okay. So I'm in a door in the middle of a hallway, basically. It goes both directions. And there's a door directly across from me.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to, as quietly as I can, sorry, the baby just turned on the printer. As quietly as I can, open the door, and look both ways to see what I can see before. When we looked around, was there anything further down the hallway away from where the guards are coming from?
Yeah, looking down the other way, you can see that it looks like it ends like with a T intersection down the way, about like 60 feet to your left. There is some like supplies and like it looks like some boxes and crates and things kind of stacked in a few places in the hallway, but aside from that, it looks like just like these, like many of these places that you've been in here or seen, just kind of like more like access and utility tunnels than much else.
Okay. All right. So there's a corner around which the guards are coming. Is there anything around that corner?
Why don't you give me a luck check? Let's roll a d20. Tell me the result.
All right. Ten.
It looks like clear from where you are to the end of that hallway, where it opens up and where these guards are coming from.
And you said, okay, all right, and you said that was 50 to 60 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pop out of the door. I'm going to cast Grease.
What a great spell
Why did I
choice.
do it right
It's been working for us.
Yeah. It's been too
I'm
long.
going to cast.
Played a
gonna
large
cast-
role last time.
Oh, I heard. Yeah. I was like,
Do it.
what spells can I take to make it as inconvenient as possible? I'm going to cast Grease on the cube closest to that corner. So the 10 feet around that corner. So anybody rounding it will walk into that puddle of grease. And I'm going to is the hallway away from behind me now well lit?
So throughout this place there are some like various like gnomish lighting fixture things that are giving some dim light throughout the space and the interior of the forge here, the hydro forge. There is more light coming from where the guards are in the room where they're coming from.
Okay, I will retreat into the closest shadow and use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Yeah, so you could, yeah, and that's also a good note, because, like, this place is mostly, like, carved, like, out through the actual rock of this spire of the hub, and a lot of these, like, hallways and stuff, and this one in particular, these, like, utility access hallways, are just, like, catwalks and, like, just, like, brass, like, works that are, so it's all, like, rough cut, and definitely provides places to, for a small gnome to, hide, even, like, around, like, off the railing or up, like, near the ceiling and stuff. So even in this, like, little tunnel, if you hide very well, there's a chance that you could even, like, avoid detection just, like, in the tunnel as they walk through. But other than that, like, your best bet would be, like, be in one of the door frames, which provides the most cover, but, like, that's probably also where they're going to look the most. So, like, there's not a lot of places to hide super well in this tunnel.
Where was Grease cast?
Oh,
Did you cast Grease closest to the guards that were coming, or the...
yeah, I want it to be on the corner so that when they round the corner,
Right
they stride directly into grease.
Love it.
And that's 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot cube.
The cube!
Okay.
Put everybody else where they should be.
Yeah. I'm going to use these two as two guards coming around.
But, just to doing my best to slightly obscure myself, how far down the tunnel would I have to go?
So are you using your movement to approach the guards?
No. I'm getting further away, like beyond the doors.
Gotcha. So yeah, 15. Okay. He's moving quietly. Fish, are you going to stay down? All right. Anything else? Give me a stealth check, or did you already do that?
I have not range. 13.
Lucky number.
Well, I'm gonna have to be lucky at this point. All right, that'll end my turn, I guess.
Okay. After that, we have the guards.
Oh shit.
It takes the first one 15 feet of their movement to get to the corner. Why don't also you give me, let's see, how do I want to do this? Give me a stealth check as well for your casting of like your placement of the grease. And if
Much
it's such
better.
a big like AoE thing, like do it with disadvantage.
Aw.
Do it with disadvantage. All right. All right, 21.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So this first guard, it's like, no, I know I heard something down there, and he walks over, like he like peers around the corner, eyes like focused down the long stretch of the tunnel, and then just steps forward right onto the grease.
That'll
What's your
be-
DC?
14.
He falls in the grease, prone. His torch that he was carrying,
Oh no.
going to make a dexterity saving throw to try and keep this torch from hitting the grease.
Oh, shit.
With a 17, he like falls and has to like you hear like a crack as he like has to fall and like cannot like twist the way his body like needs to like absorb the impact. Definitely hurt himself on this fall, but keeps the torch from hitting the grease and takes a little bit of damage. He yells a cry, he's like, I told you, there's something out here! And you see the other guard runs up to the edge. This guard is going to, I think he can still just use the remaining half of his turn to try and just stand. If I remember, we went through some of the rules for Greece last time. So yeah, he's going to use the remainder of his movement to stand. And he just gains his feet very carefully, holding the torch up. And he starts like to back away to like, and like starts like move the torch away from the fire, but he can't. That's his entire movement. The other guy like just gets to the edge of the grease here. He pulls out a little crossbow, little hand crossbow, and aims it down the hall. And you got a 13 on your stealth. He sees you, says, "Don't worry, I got him." And he levels the hand crossbow. 20, 30. So that's going to be disadvantage for the distance. Or is it 60 or is it 30 on a hand crossbow?
I don't have one.
I think it's 60.
6120.
Should have that set up.
Here. No.
I'll hold that.
It's 3120.
Ooh.
30, yeah, I thought it was 30. So he, with disadvantage, is not like he gets an 8 in that case. Misses you with the, you hear the, it whistle by you as it zips through the air. He, actually, well, I think these guys do have two. Where are you? Yeah. So he takes the second attack, still with disadvantage, and another miss. And he says, "They're too far down there in the dark!" Or he's too far down there in the dark. And he's gonna take a couple steps back and looks like he's gonna try and like get a running start to jump that in the future. And that's where he's gonna end his turn. And then we move on to Petunia, who has caught
Cold.
sniffling while the sorcerer fit and cannot help. Petunia have anything that we could just have her doing in the background like we did for
helping us find our way.
Hmm.
She knows her way around everything.
True. Excellent.
Which is not going to be relevant to this fight.
In which case, we'll move on to the sevens. Stanwick Canoli takes the first of the sevens.
God damn it. Of course I do.
And then Thud's on deck.
I whisper back to the people, are we going to kill them, or what's the plan? Should we murder?
If they're gimps, hell yeah.
They're not, though. They're gnomes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're some of our...
I don't aim to kill, see? It's not part of the contract. I whisper down the... Not that I can hear them.
Good point. I'm going to cast disguise self on myself and make myself look like the burly dwarf that we just threw into the drenches a while ago.
Yeah.
And walk down my 25 feet that I get to move and say, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you all trying to shoot us? I mean, good job keeping tabs on things, but we're just bringing down prisoners. Those assholes were a little late, you know. Calm down, but good job. I'll let Henry know that you're doing good up here. And also the five-tongued one.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me what do you think? Performance check in this case, or deception? I think I'll give it your choice.
I get a choice?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you like singing it while you're saying it? Gilded and Sullivan status.
I'll go with deception.
Man,
It didn't.
the dance routine really helps your case.
17.
17. Was this dwarf Grumble Peeg with a Y?
The one and the same.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grumble bit.
This guy says, "Damn it, Grumble Peeg! You're supposed to be out there at the tunnel entrance. What are you doing back here?"
You're telling me these guys dropped off some prisoners for the ceremony a little
Why is
late?
someone making the mess hole in here?
I didn't do that. Dude, the pipes must be
Clean
leaking.
it up. Nickel Plenty's gonna be pissed if you leave it.
Excuse me, sir. I don't think you know who the boss is. Like, they put me in charge of security of this entrance, and you don't get to be a dick.
You and I both know you answer to Balaburn Nickel Plenty.
I mean, you and I
He's in
both
charge
know
of
that we...
all
Yeah.
the Ur-Durra security.
Yeah, we both answer to that guy, but listen, I'm a little bit more... He pays me a little bit more than you. I've seen your pay stubs. Let me tell you, you're getting fucked. But listen, can you, like, I'll put some shit down so that we don't slip in this grease, but can we, like, take our prisoners down? Because they're gonna be mad if they don't have all the sacrifices that they need, you know?
He looks at you.
For the ceremony.
Seems like now you're trying to solicit even some information.
I don't know what you're
Why
talking
don't you
about.
give me a persuasion check.
I would love to.
The rest of you hear this and like see that.
I think it's God. What do you say? Persuasion? 8? This is a bad roll.
It says, "Why don't you tell your friend up in the shadows there to come down, and we'll watch you clean up this mess, and maybe we won't report you to Nickel Plenty."
Listen, I don't really like your attitude, but okay.
You have
Hey,
more-
you, Sneaky Bees, thanks for coming out first and making sure that people had the trigger fingers happy and keeping us safe. I appreciate it. Can we, we're gonna clean up the grease. Hey, prisoners, you can come out now. Just, thanks. Thank you. Now, can you all get the fuck out of the way, please?
He says, any prisoners you have to deliver are gonna go through me.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're going through you, but...
The proper chain of command always goes up to the betters, the superiors. Now know your place and get back out to the entrance. You're lucky I don't have you both reported to the five-tongued voice. Well, maybe if they need more prisoners, more sacrifices like you say, maybe you'll find yourself among them if you don't watch yourself.
You gnomes were always dicks. You know that? I'm here. I grew up here just like you. You gnomish people think you're so good because you tinker. You little fucks. All right, look. I'm sorry. I'm just a little edgy, I don't really like these Imperium folk too much, but they pay good, so, yeah, stay with them. Okay, I'll go back to the entrance, but you all just, hold on. Let's go. Hey, you guys gotta put some chains. Do we keep the manacles? Does anybody have any manacles? Manacles?
I really stretched mine out.
Anybody else? Let me see what I got in my bag. We're coming. I'm looking for some, cloths to clean up all the oil. I'm sorry. I don't have any manacles. Does anybody got a rope?
I got a rope.
Yeah.
But getting it to you and back in the closet is going to be an issue.
Just you can walk back. We're okay. They know you're here. Just come on.
I have some rope, but I gotta be honest, it's been a really long day being bound up.
Listen, just listen. I promise. We'll tie up. You get there. You're fine. Okay. I don't know.
I'm the pipe above. I'm just fine.
It's the open space. They take you to open
Seems like
space.
an awful lot of chatter to bring out some prisoners. You having trouble with them?
Dude, this one turns into a big dude. You gotta be careful around him. He gets real big. And you don't just keep him happy. And we had some trouble outside. All right, we're coming. Let's go. Just tie yourselves up real fast. Fake tie. I fake tie everybody.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess,
dude. I'm gonna try to tie myself
Tie
up
his hands up
really
and
quick.
Tie up.
What do I need to roll for
Who
that?
else wants to be tied?
Absolutely. So I think that it's either kind of like stagecraft or actual knowledge of knots. So I'd say performance or survival. I would allow.
Okay, let's do this. We're gonna tie Gerp, and then I'm gonna turn back into myself.
I can.
No,
do
wait,
a
nah, shit. I don't want to be sandwiched. No way. I'm gonna turn back into indiscreet gnome number 2, and tie myself up. All right, you guys got it from here. I'm going back to the entrance, right? You good? Yeah, okay. You take. They'll take you down with you and you. Okay, bye. And I'll turn myself and tie myself up. What am I rolling?
Yeah, so you guys can. It's kind of just like a disguise kind of situation going on here. But there's some performance going on as well. So we'll do you can do performance or survival, indicating your hand at your summer camp at acting drama school, doing some Shakespearean play and somebody was bound up or whatever. So there's that or survival, just actual knowledge of knots and ropes, and that'll make help determine how realistic how convincing this looks.
I rolled a 26 performance.
Impressive.
I'm so impressive right now. I'm impressing myself.
And is everybody going out?
I feel
yeah.
I feel like we all should go.
Yes,
Now's a
I
chance.
should lead them down.
Yeah, they don't know us. They don't know us. So
Yeah.
usually don't know down, Do the thing. Bada boom, bada bing.
Thud's gonna pick up or pull out 2 hammers, and then he's gonna pick up the end of the rope and just have his hands behind his back, as if he was tied up behind his back.
It's just 2 prisoners. I guess they.
Oh,
didn't-
just 2?
I didn't tell them how many there were. Let's go. It's fine. It's
I
great.
got a 14 for survival.
14. So we had a 26.
27.
27.
No, wait,
14.
26. You're right.
Okay. So we have those 2, and you are both pretending to be bound up.
Yeah.
We have Grumble Buck, who is, a guard facilitating the movement of these prisoners. And we have 2 other people here unaccounted for, I think, right? We have... Oh, is that Sarah or Carly?
Yeah, it's me. It's Sarah.
Cool. So we have...
That's Maisie.
Maisie. Who's also here. So like Maisie and Evan. What do you
Thud.
Thud, yeah. How are you guys? Are you guys going out with the pretending to be bound? Are you staying behind, hiding? Or are you going out pretending to be guards? What's the haps here?
Thud wants to get closer, so he's
Yeah.
like I said, gonna pull up the hammers and then have his hands behind his back, holding onto the rope. Maybe
I'm
taking
gonna-
up the lead of the.
Pretend to be a guard.
Excellent. Okay. So we got 2 guards, leading the 3 compliant and bound gnomes. Why don't Thud? Why don't you give me a performance or survival check as well? Yours.
-2 or -1? Let's see. 11
That's better.
for survival.
That's great.
6.
A success.
14, 11.
Overwhelming success.
You step forward out of the one after another with the Grumble taking the lead and Maisie taking up the rear guard. With the 3 of you kind of bound in a linked rope with Thud one end just basically just holding the rope behind his back. Not even around his wrists or anything. Were you having the hammers in your hands behind your back?
Yep. Yeah.
So the rope's you're just holding it. And but we have Stanwyck, the one and only Stanwyck Chinoli, taking the front. And you're disguised? Are you yourself now?
No, I'm indescript gnome number 1.
That's right. Okay. So you're just looking like
Very
a
specific.
different gnome. And you look beaten, you look down, you look just very compliant. You look like you have your hands just totally bound in front of you on display with these thick, heavy knots and stuff. You can just slip your hands out of them when you want. And then behind you have a slightly less convincing. Oh no, what's your name?
Thud.
No.
Gurp.
Gurp, yeah, you did. It was slightly less convincing Gurp. Still just feels uncomfortable. You were bound, you were actually kidnapped earlier, and you just don't feel good about it, reenacting this. But regardless, it seems to be convincing enough for at least the initial display. And you guys walk. Do you guys deal with the grease before you try and pass it, or?
Are the guards on the other side of the grease?
Yeah, they backed up to the other side and are kind of warily, just 5 feet behind it, both with kind of their crossbows out, or hang crossbows, and weapons on the ready.
Okay.
You can, of course, it's a magical effect that you created. You can end it as well. If you
I think that'd be a bit too obvious.
The story right now is
I'm gonna
just
take-
a natural spill of some kind.
I'm gonna pull any rags that I can. Were there rags in this utility closet?
Yeah, absolutely there are. There's leaks in this
Okay.
place all the time.
This is pre-D&D.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some of them, and I'm going to start leading my captives down towards the grease. I'm going to shit.
I got
I don't know what to
this
do.
and now I can't do anything because I'm a prisoner. Good luck, everybody.
Whose spell was the grease?
Mine.
Yours.
And so I'm going to hand them the rope, or I'm going to throw one of them the end of the rope that I have, and I'm going to kneel down and act like I'm cleaning up the grease.
Excellent. Yeah. So do you guys? So go ahead.
I think Maisie is going to like shove the most woe-begotten looking gnome and be like, help clean it up. Sorry.
Oh, alright. Okay. Just don't hit me again, please. I get down on my knees and start rubbing with my like very bound hands.
The two gnomes nod approvingly from across the grease. Well done.
You all are gnomes too, you know. I mean, I don't get why you gotta be so mean. I just... Okay.
So
Grease
yeah,
is
we'll
sticky.
gonna go into shortly here another round of their kind of insight and suspicion against what's happening here. So what's the end game? Do you guys have any immediate end game that you're planning on, or shall we just continue with their response?
I have no idea what. I'm just going off what I've heard, so
Same.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't have.
So,
Maisie is leaning really into her like tough looking attitude to kind of pass this way with her scar and her like, yeah.
yeah. Why don't you give me a persuasion check as well there, Maisie?
Okay, that's gonna be great. Let me find my
It's gonna be
character
so
sheet.
good. My acting is impeccable.
You start clearing away though, like some amount of the grease, and like are you actually trying to make progress here?
I'm trying to. You could just dispel the grease, you know.
The 13.
13.
15 minus 2.
Yeah. Oof.
Ah.
They say one of the guards here says, "All right, just bring him on over. We can clean up the grease later." And he starts just dragging the prisoners through the grease.
My mom made me this blanket cause this clothes, but you could just not be a dick about it. That'd be
You
great.
start sliding through the grease unless you try and resist heartily.
Nah, let's just go with it.
You said they had cocked crossbows.
Yeah, they both have like hand crossbows and like looks to be like a mace.
Can I try to? Shit. I have the Mage Hand Leisure Domain thing.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to make it go off using my Mage Hand.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Don't hit me!
Joel, does it seem like you're telling the truth about your blanket jacket? Like your mother made it for you?
Truth to who? I mean,
I don't know. You
I'm
just
making
blurted
all
that out.
of this shit up. I don't know. I'm not.
Okay.
I am not the one and only Sam. I'm just being a prisoner at the moment. So depends on what
I was
you
just
think.
wondering if like you really had an heirloom jacket.
Oh
'cause-
no, I don't.
Okay. All right.
That's very thoughtful of you,
Like
Maisie.
Yeah.
God, I can't get out of it. Ugh. Different accent. That one was good though. I'm gonna miss that guy.
I really enjoyed that.
I'll bring him back later. You never know when you're gonna need him. Yeah. You guys are assholes. I don't know what you're doing, man. Pay us like shit. You treat me like shit. I'm a dwarf. I just really want to do what I'm supposed to do. You just gotta be mean. I don't know why. Just sitting here guarding the entrance to the temple.
Yeah, so starts dragging you guys through, and looks at your like your aggressive behavior towards the prisoners. At first, like approvingly, and as you look on, just like take on this kind of like lighthearted, playful, just like pleasure out of your insults and stuff, Maisie. He'll like give you a cross-eyed look and say, all right, just leave them here and get back after the pig." You hear footsteps approaching.
Oh, fuck.
Give me a perception check if you like.
I'm not trusting anyone right now. Oh, that was beautiful.
17.
21.
22.
17.
Ooh.
3.
I was about to say, aren't we a perceptive bunch?
Is so deep into her method acting right now. The rest of you, though, hear the approach of what first sounds like two heavy figures until you realize that there's a third lighter step as well. The heavy footsteps with those rolls, they are, both sets of them are have something wrong with their gait. They are both like shuffling a little bit, dragging their feet a little bit. Just these heavy plodding steps that are not. You're not even sure if you're not sure. These heavy steps that scrape and drag at times. Just echoing down the tunnel in your way. Sound travel, especially heavy clattering sound on these catwalks and stuff. And these the ground in here certainly echoes a long way through these stone tunnels. This is an approach. You're not sure how soon.
What is that? What is that? This is Gnomes down here. Who's that? What are those? I look up pleadingly to the two guards.
They look at each other nervously.
What? Do you hear it? It's coming in the whispers. What's happening?
What do you think Nickel Plenty wants?
Who's Nickel Plenty?
What?
Who's Nickel Plenty?
We'll find out soon enough.
I don't want to find out. I want to go home. My mom is waiting, and she's got more clothes. Look, I'm sorry.
I know what's good for you. Keep quiet.
I don't know what's good for me. I just want to go home.
I'll tell you what's good.
Stop hitting me. How far away are they?
He's had some good rolls. I think that Gurp can probably have a pretty good idea that they're, at least, a couple 100 feet away down the tunnel somewhere. You have a little bit of time here if you wanted to try something before whoever or whatever these people are arrive. Or you can wait it out. They'll be here soon. The two guards are like whispering to each other, and it's like, all right, let's get these under control. We'll see what Nickel wants. All right, and they just start dragging you across the grease. The two, guards among you can stay. They've kind of given you an order to head back to the entrance with Grumblepig. So you'll have to convince them why you ought to stay if you choose to disobey that direction. What are you guys going to do as your three prisoner comrades are being dragged through the grease?
I don't want to go alone.
Maisie's gonna go with them.
And there's power in numbers.
She's been death glaring at this guy who told her what to do. So she doesn't. It's not gonna even register that he told her anything. Like, she's just gonna keep going.
Grunglebuck is going to make like he's going to go back the way he came. Well, no, he's going to continue cleaning up the grease because somebody has to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone's got to clean up.
Yeah. Plaza will like, yeah, they yell, they like kind of like raise their voice at the two, like, get the both of you at it, and they're like, see, you're fine. Maisie, you're like, purple hair, go on. Unless you, well, give me actually before that, give me how are you? Yeah, how? What? It feels like you're just moving towards a direct confrontation, Maisie.
She's like I said, she's trying to lean on her intimidating, like.
Okay.
You know, if she's.
Yeah, you definitely caught them at a little bit of an imbalance as the approach of Nickel Plenty seems to be making them a little nervous, and you kind of seizing that moment, you kind of press that advantage, that intimidation. Give me an intimidation check. See if you can just kind of like posture yourself as belonging here for this upcoming like interaction with Nickel Plenty.
Nope, that's even worse. 3.
Oh, jeez. You gotta get some new dice.
They say, you as deaf as that thick-hand boss of your little group?
Oh, that guy was so nice. He was so much nicer than you all. You're so mean. You keep hitting me and this monster's coming and I just want to go home. He says, distracting. I'm trying to distract from the situation at hand.
I'll go when I see my payment.
What do you say, Zara?
I'll go when I see my payment.
Oh, jeez.
Well, if you want to gain early access to Nickel Plenty's purse strings, then just wait here and be my guest. We'll see how that works out for you.
The dude carries the purse. How scary can he be?
Give me a persuasion check, or just give me just a persuasion check.
I love this character. I rolled well. Persuasion? 21.
How you doing?
21.
21. You get a little chuckle out of these two with this jive at Nickel Plenty. And they, there's like, you can see they're like, one of them's like thinking about giving another backhand, but like, let's it go, let's it slide this time.
How many guys are there, Mark? Like, I don't even know what we're doing here.
Two guys here, and now there is the additional difficulty of the approach of some heavy and dangerous and mysterious footsteps.
Yeah. There's Nickel Plenty.
Yeah, so though it does seem at this point you have gained, as like they're just kind of nervously kind of waiting for this Nickel Plenty and group to approach. They seem to just be kind of like nervously like whispering to each other and shuffling back and forth. Like their focus is certainly turned from you also in this moment. And as you kind of come into this space, like past the grease, you see that they're in like this kind of like larger room that looks to be like it's full of like broken, like not broken but like disused stuff. Just like looks like this larger space has just been kind of like taken on by moving a lot of things that. I don't think any of you are familiar enough with the Hydroforge, but it looks like there's a lot of things that were just moved here recently. Like looks like lots of just like big like brass panels and like with like lots of like glasswork and stuff. So lots of like just like supplies and things that actually like make up the the hydro tubes and things. Like you can see these like big panels and stuff, and like things like that have just been like shifted into this room. Or this open space as it kind of like opens up and then branches off to a few different catwalks and like a larger passage downwards. But it.
Hey, Mark.
But just from like a quick look around, you can tell like this is some yeah, like some of the stuff is still like wet and like still like you can see like pools of water and stuff where things that have been like in use have been like moved and put into this space.
Does only one of them have a torch?
Yeah, one has a torch, but go ahead, Jared.
Oh, I was gonna. So I'm working on turning the grease. So they're standing there talking amongst themselves with the prisoners. How close is the rope to me?
I would say the last one on the prisoner chain, Thud, is probably just like 5-10 feet away from you right now. Like having just been like they probably gave up at like half, with Thud still in the grease. Thud, give me a dexterity check. This will be one of the probably the last check before because if you fall awkwardly,
It's a nat one. I fall.
Okay. So you fall, and you realize that you are going to end up like falling on your face with like the rope you're just holding being visible. Or you can like just be like the instinct is to like pull your hands forward and like break your fall. So do you first let yourself fall as you would if your hands were bound behind you? You will take damage. And 2, we'll have a check. If you do that, we'll have a check to see how well you can disguise this very bad situation you've just found yourself in.
So the option is either fall.
This is like you're just like, do you want to keep up the ruse? You're basically going to fall right on your face. And if you keep your hands behind your back, you can keep up the ruse, but you won't be able to break your fall, and you will take falling damage even just from this short distance.
I'll take the damage. I mean, he's trying to play along here.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as like, you guys see with a wet, greasy slap, the head hits the ground and bounces off. And does that like head hit ground
What
and
kind
bounce?
of sound does it make when it hits the ground?
Just the greasiest slap.
Is it like a? Would you say like a thud or?
A bit of a thud, absolutely. A greasy thud. So now, doing you guys, I think, especially the two, especially you, Grumbuckle, you see this happen. He's like right there, like falls right in front of you. You can intervene in this moment to help disguise the lack of actual tying of hands in this case.
Can I sneakily cast
I will-
prestidigitation to put out the torch?
Are you a sorcerer with quiet,
No,
like
I
quiet
just want to
spell?
be stealthy about it. With
Nah,
the sound of the
not in
thud
this critical
slapping of the
situation.
ground and
No,
then
no.
distracted.
No, I do that sometimes when you have some reasonable
Right.
distraction, but there are guards right here looking at you. They
It's
would
only
see
verbal
you.
and somatic components.
It's
I
only
mean, I
speaking
only have to
arcane
speak
magical
and
power
move.
words and weaving your hands and anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah. So Grumbuckle, do you want to intervene here to try and disguise the unbound state of Thud?
I will do so. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I will stand up and try to pull him back by his where he's bound.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly his hands are behind his back, right? And he just fell on his face. So I'm going to act like he fell on the spot I was just trying to clean, and I'm going to grab him and pull him back, and hopefully, while pulling back, get the rope to pull those other two back to me as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do first I think a deception check.
it's gonna be good.
16.
These guys are not the most insightful. In fact, they have a flat roll.
Oh yeah.
It's a 16. Did you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, not great odds.
Oh, that hurt. That was
No,
so
that's a
close.
failure.
I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was close.
So they, as their eyes like whip back to and like glare at Thud, Grumble is like already there, just like hauling Thud up. Like it hurts and it's uncomfortable being like pulled up by your arms from behind. It's like Thud is like holding the rope and basically like your thumbs and just like hauling you up with it. Give me an athletics check as well.
Me?
No, this would be Grumble.
16.
Yeah, you're able to pull, like, you're able to, like, haul him up with so much force that you're able to also just, like, yank on the rope and pull the other two prisoners back a little ways. Yeah, so that.
And once that happens, I want to cast Create Bonfire on the grease and
Lord.
start running back towards the doors.
Sounds like, that sounds like fighting words to me.
Those are fighting words.
So, we'll say this is Jared.
Yeah.
Is able to pull Thud out of the grease. Who's this?
That's Sarah. That's
Okay.
Maisie.
And
Maisie Pop.
That's
That's
So you get pulled into the grease.
Oh shit.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you can resist.
Oh,
the-
okay, Mark.
that way.
I wouldn't do that until they were full of the grease. So if I'm not able to get them on the other side of the grease, I don't want to cast.
Yeah, it would be like pulling 3 people, all of them like 15 feet back to accomplish that, which is, I think, more than a simple push or pull
Okay.
can do.
I will hold off on that. I was
Okay.
kind of hoping they'd cooperate with me a little bit, but
Good God, have mercy.
Talk amongst yourselves if there's a concerted effort going on here, but so far, go on.
I'm going to resist and pull the opposite direction to try to break the rope. I'm going to make it seem like I'm escaping and kind of just making a break for it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So we'll sure. Give me so we already got the strength from Grumble. So yeah, give me a strength check as well.
Billy! Back in the grease with you.
6. Yeah, you try and heave at the rope at the same time, but like Grumble's just like anchored and falling, and you just like end up like off centered, and you just walk through the grease. There's still some on your feet. Just like your feet just go, whoop, and you fall to the ground.
You're not like really tied up though, so you could just let go.
It was a survival check for me.
You're tied.
I'm tied up.
Oh no, the survival check was to make it look like you were tied while keeping, because like the imperative that like the main objective I heard was pretending.
Pretend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can slip out when you need to.
Okay.
So yeah, you like haul on it and like, well, with that knowledge, do you want to change that? We'll do a double redact to this turn if we need to.
No, I'll stick with it. It's fine. We won't redact. It's all good.
And remember in the chat, one $5 super chat does get you a redact.
I have to really explain this at the end of the month.
We're really gonna pump.
What's
on
up
this.
with the $70 of super chats?
We redacted a lot.
It's D&D. We'll talk about it later.
It's like D&D OnlyFans. Fantastic.
Mark, do any of these guys have like any like badges or insignias that
No,
would give
absolutely
them
no.
clearance back?
They don't have any there's no uniform here. These are just hired ruffians, basically. You know the type from your work in the past.
Good.
You tug on the rope, slip, fall, sort of like scrambling to your feet, and like the 2 guards here just like look back at you and just like looks at Maisie and your names. Drumbuckle. This is like, can you not even keep him under control? Like backs you as well, like gives you a backhand as well as you like try and like stand, like smacks these like little like stings, but not hard enough to do any real damage. And says, behavior like that in front of Nickel Plenty be a short end to your life, all right? So behave.
Oh, fuck it. Well, they're distracted. It's dark down the hallway. We can't see Nickel Plenty. We just know he's coming.
It's dim lighting throughout. At this point, as you start looking down the hallway and the noise of the footsteps, a darkening shadow approaches.
That's not... What?
Give me a perception check. You guys, anybody in the room?
I don't see anything. That's a natural
Oh my
one.
gosh!
You too?
Yeah, I'm blind.
15.
13.
I got 15.
What looks like an approaching shadow is coming.
But it's not separate from the footsteps?
It seems to be approaching from the same direction. It could be the approach of the footsteps is accompanied by shadows. That's weird.
That's...
I'm going to loudly say to Macy, who's also posing as a guard, and I'm going to act like I've just finished cleaning up the good grease, and I'm going to say, we clearly should just go back to where we came from. We've caused enough trouble down here. Let's head back.
At least your friend.
Maybe
knows
I'll
some
sigh.
sense.
We're not getting paid enough for this, I tell you what.
And I'm going to start making my way towards the door that we came in.
Okay.
Abandoning our friends to...
I'm going to kind of once I'm gonna try to get you to follow me.
We're just waiting for some kind of wink or something.
Yeah.
Just like
I will signal to them and wink at them. Just try to discreetly wink at them or something.
Maisie sort of flicks her head and says, "Well, have a good day, boys. Meet Nickel, whatever his name is. Wish we could."
Shadows are coming. Oh, mother.
Turn and step away. You get little more than just like at this point just a curt nod from the two guards. They see you go and start your retreat, and they turn back to the hallway as the three remaining people can see what looks to be a flickering shadow approach through the hallway, casting it's like a dark light. Like this thing is just something is casting shadows like a torch casts light, and it's just like this flickering, shifting, like almost looks like you can always see shapes and dark things in the shadows cast by fire and dim light. And like this is no exception, except it's just more in the deeper darkness that just is like flickering and crawling almost around the corners.
Does the guy with the purse always have shadows?
Mark, once I'm around the corner, I'll whisper to Maisie, and it's like, we're going to follow them, but we need to hide first.
That makes sense. I buy it.
All right.
I'm real bad at hiding.
Yeah, she's so good.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Hail Mary pass here.
I think in this moment, you can roll with advantage, the two of you with stealth check as you try and just because these two guards are definitely mostly distracted with the approach of Nickel Plenty, it seems, and you guys try and dart into the little like utility access, or rather just like try and stay there, like maybe like make some like noises of like going up the ladder or something, and then just stay there. Go and give me a stealth check with advantage.
27 for me.
Nice. Nice.
I get a straight roll. Hold on.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah. 15.
15.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of you take one last look back and dart in and make yourselves scarce here in the hallway.
I thought we were gonna make a run for it.
I mean, we're in it now. We might as well just hang on for dear Lord.
Yeah.
Ride the lightning.
I'm ready for a restroom break. How do you guys feel about a quick 5 as the shadow approaches down this hallway and then
Sounds good.
stops? The source of it at least stops. Although that same like a living like fire, this shadow is constantly shifting and creating these darkened spots, and it is like an impenetrable inkiness now that is has stopped just at the entrance to this larger room, and the heavy footsteps cease, and the lighter pair of steps continues out of the darkness.
Oh, it's the other two. Okay.
So we'll resume here in 5, 10?
Excellent.
I'm gonna say 10. It always ends up being a little bit longer anyway.
Sounds good.
Ugh. Ugh.
Phenomenal.
This has been fabulous so far. I think nothing bad will ever happen.
So, two of you hidden just down the hall. And three of you still feigning captivity under these two guards who are serving at the pleasure of Balabor Nickelplenty, who seems to be in charge of all the gnomish hirelings and all the thugs they've brought on board to provide extra security for the Hydroforge on this most auspicious of days. And so, the three of you still in the chamber, well, all of you have heard the heavy footsteps stop, and the three of you see or hear continued steps of a much smaller figure. And indeed, a gnome steps out of the shadows, walking, striding forward towards these two guards with a bit of a scowl on his face. The brilliant teeth shines, only matched by his oiled skin. And in this light now that he's revealed himself, he is wearing what looks to be like comfortable clothes of leisure, of fine leisure, with a deep plunging V showing much of his chiseled chest gleaming in the light.
Where's the chain? Where's the chain?
His finely coiffed hair dazzles as he approaches. And he says, to these two, it says,
Nickel plenty.
Copper Grin, Sprig Toes. Who are these? One of them pipes up and says, more prisoners given over for the pleasure of your mistress.
Ugh.
Gross.
Balabor smiles.
Litany.
He says,
Nah, it's the 5-ton one.
I will take these. And as the voice's consort, these will make a fine gift from me. Thank you. You will receive bonuses for your excellent service. Now, our mistress requires you, your attentions elsewhere. There will be a document being delivered to the Hydroforge. A document very important to our mistress, to tie up loose ends, to close the loop. He says these phrases with an air of importance, and you can tell, well, give me an insight check. the three of you in here.
Can we hear any of this, Mark?
Yeah, listening in, you guys can overhear the conversation.
Just curiously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have advantage.
15.
15.
No.
10.
10. And our third prisoner?
Well, 15.
15. So 2 15s and a 10. The two of you can tell this person is merely like repeating important sounding phrases and terms that they overheard. And like this say this just like to affect and like take on some of that importance upon themselves. And but Valibor knows certainly what's, to some extent what's going on here, but is at the same time feigning a greater like connection than perhaps he might have. And he says, to close a loop, most important to our mistress. Now, you will be meeting some people who will be making delivery of the document up in Hydro Section AZ Alpha. And this is, it's just a various way they describe locations throughout the Hydro Forge. Those of you who are, I think, probably Carly's character would probably be the only one, and I'll make a roll for her. This is a little bit esoteric even for her. But she says like we'll say she's hiding back with the other two, and gives you guys a little whisper that just like kind of fills you in. This is just like a designation to like one of a myriad of like junctions of pipes and things throughout this outer area of the Hydro Forge. And it says you will accompany them on their descent to the Hydro Forge to make urgent delivery of the document. They nod. All right, Valibor, you got it. Anything for the mistress? They both kind of shuffle uncomfortably and under Valibor's gaze, but you notice that they both keep looking back at the like flickering, growing, the flickering, shadow sphere of darkness beyond, and whatever heavy footsteps, whatever made those heavy footsteps, still hidden within those shadows. Valibor says, "Good then. You will make direct delivery of the document. Do not dally. Our mistress is on a tight schedule this evening and will be most disappointed if she cannot." And he then like relies on the same like terminology. "We cannot close this loop." And they like give us like some kind of nods again. And Valibor glares at you on you prisoners and says, "Bring these along too. They will make fine additions to our first to undergo education." And he says this.
I already went to school. Mom made sure that I always was in my books.
Strike him, Copperfield.
Not again!
And with that, Valibor Nickel Plenty turns on a heel, walks back into the darkness, and moments later, with the heavy footsteps, accompany that retreating darkness away into the tunnels.
I didn't see a purse.
You really don't learn, do you?
No.
Gagging. Copper Grin holds the ropes while the other Sprig Toes goes to gag you.
Why do they call you Sprig Toes?
Why do they tell you to shut up all the time?
Because I talk a lot.
Yeah, they're gonna gag you unless you do anything about it.
I move my head a little bit, just buying for time, letting them walk further and further away. I don't know where that rag has been, please.
Yeah, you are with some difficulty gagged unless you guys decide to put up a real fight here. Sprigtoes takes a little bit, stay still, and then just
the
hits you
grease!
in the
I
back
slipped.
of the head
The
with an
grease!
elbow, and you are going to take 5 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage. I don't have that much health.
And completes the gagging.
Wait, that's... There we go. 5 points for one hit. That's a punch. These guys are strong.
I mean, it was flavored of punch. So I'll say they hit you with the actual mace thing.
Alright,
That's the roll I made. So
That's better.
So they gag you, and they look at the other two. Are you two gonna behave, or do you need a similar treatment?
I haven't done anything this whole time. I'm cool. I'm cool, baby.
Yeah, I'm glad you got him to shut up for a little bit.
So what'd you say, Evan?
I'm glad you shut him up for a little bit.
Alright, at least two of you know some sense. Now let's go. And they begin leading you out of this space to another location, AZ Alpha, a junction in the Hydroforge tunnels, where they are to meet some other people in this plot who are going to be delivering a document. The 2.5 of you in the hidden away overheard all of that. So, prisoners,
Let's
do you keep
follow.
on with the facade?
I don't have any other plans right now. Yeah. Just walking along real slow.
And the two of you in the back, what are your plans?
So they don't have this document right now, right?
No, they're going to meet some people to acquire it, or to begin escorting them to the Hydroforge.
We're going to follow.
I mean, maybe we should impersonate these guys.
Impersonate them? That's a good. That's a good
Take
call.
them down in the tunnels around here.
Is Nickel Plenty out of there?
Yeah, Nickel Plenty retreated into the darkness, and he and the darkness and those other two heavy footsteps all marched away deeper into the Hydroforge.
Do
I would say
I
that,
hear anybody else coming?
No, as they retreat, no sounds of anybody approaching from here. I think that is it Petunia would have said that where Nickel Plenty was going is heading to the heart of the Hydroforge. It sounds like.
But we have to know how to get to the Hydrofunction Z or whatever it is. Zeta. Alpha 2.
Yeah. That's the one. It's right at the top in the middle. It's near where they start the designation, rotates around in 3 dimensions. So it's stays it up.
How
I'll whisper to Maisie. Let's take one of them alive.
It's a good idea. All right.
is there people around? Other people, or is Nick Plenty's gone? We're just kind of walking through tunnels. We're not passing by anybody.
Well, I mean, I'm still kind of checking out the early stages here.
Okay.
But judging from what you've seen around this place is anybody who's doing normal work, anybody who's doing anything involved in this is right now seems they're in the Hydroforge. Everything else is just guards, keeping like the general populace or any other inquisitives away.
Okay.
So
But like in our immediate space, it's just
yeah,
us
no,
and
it's
stars.
pretty. Yeah, it's pretty skeleton crew this far away from Hydro Forge.
Okay. I look at my friends.
Alright.
I'm gonna start dancing a little bit and doing a little bit of a jig and like moving around a little bit, just let go of the rope just suddenly, like nobody notices, and I'm gonna cast hypnotic pattern because it's only somatic components and blah, 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 blah.
I think this is an initiative-worthy moment.
Wait, does it have a verbal?
No, it's only somatic.
Perfect.
I wrote it down.
We help here. Thank you.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I think it races.
We might not need this. This is a sucker save moment. This is great.
Yeah, so just do this just in case. We'll need something eventually, surely. So
I'm imagining that this was actually a little useful because they would have come.
It was the dance, I think, that really.
Yeah.
Dance
So-
magic.
I'll say you are an inveterate performer, and really, I mean, you just put on a crowd stopping, show stopping
Crowd stopping show.
really heart stopping
Heart-stopping.
show earlier with like 27 or something ridiculous. I will give you a very difficult performance check to integrate your casting of this spell into something sneaky enough to go off without requiring initiative to be rolled to determine how this actually unfolds. So I'm going to say, these guys aren't surprised. Let me just, I'll also give them a little like wisdom thing here to influence this. Okay, so they rolled a 3 on my just like influence die here. So the DC for this is going to be only 20. As you drop even the ropes, but you have to captivate them so much that they forget that you need to be bound. They just see you free-handing, moving your arms, and just think that that's so entertaining and like, okay.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? I mean, it was a 9, but it wasn't.
With a 2 on the die.
I still got grease on my toes. I got those.
There's something about like there's like the grease like comes off with the ropes and it just like slops on the ground with a like greasy slap, and like just that slap just like strikes them out of it, and they're just like, hey.
And then I'll say, "Done! He did the sign!" And we'll drop our rope, or I'll drop my rope and get ready for combat.
All right. Roll initiative, please.
Jesus. Come on. I'm so mad.
21.
1 for Ur. Is that your name?
Yep, that's the name.
Okay.
14.
14.
It's the same time. We rolled 2 times in a row now. Same number.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a single turn where I haven't had the same initiative as someone else.
I know, we got a lot of clusters. We still need
Maisie?
Maisie? Man, my hand.
Maisie got a 6.
Maisie got a 6.
She was
And
taken in by the
drum
dance.
buckle. You're so entranced by the dance, you're just like, let's see how this plays out. Wow.
Maybe 28.
28?
Jesus fuck.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, so we'll begin this fight. We'll put this just at a little corner here. We decided to make your bid. There's like just like big old like brasswork stuff and like tubes and things that like are coming in and around here. But this catwalk just weaves right between like all this stuff. Like going through spaces that are also like not just like hewn rock, but like more open spaces where like there's just like knotted tangles of tubes of these like big like hydro tubes and stuff. They're pumping, or during normal times, they're pumping huge amounts of water through this space with this catwalk just kind of just right, what's the eye to needle between all these like various blockages and stuff. So we'll put you guys just like right in the corner where you decide to make this, like you look down the corner and make sure there's nobody immediately in sight in either direction, and we'll have it go down right there.
Okay.
And I'll say that also there is in this spot also these like pipes and things that are like mostly like protruding up and like one from down below the ceiling, and there's just like gaps where you could plummet to 30, 40, 50 feet along this catwalk.
I love it. Are they both ahead of us? Is there one behind?
One ahead, one behind.
Okay.
All right. So Grumbuckle, you are first with 28.
Okay, so I am around the corner from these guys.
I just sent a picture to Discord as a reference.
I put.
Oh yeah, so you guys have been kind of trailing behind, trying to be stealthy, I imagine, trying to keep close. So why don't the two of you give me a stealth check?
Okay. This is
15.
not with advantage, correct?
Correct, unfortunately.
Oh, nice. 5.
15 and a 5. There was a moment a little while ago. This is probably part of the reason why you decided to go now, because like you feel like they're getting farther and farther behind. Like they thought they heard something, and like your party back here had to hold back a little ways and like take a little slow path, like climbing along like tubes and stuff. So you two can, I'll say, you guys can make a choice. You guys can be either 60 feet away, or you can be 30 feet or like 20 feet away, but among the pipes and like in a precarious position where you need to make an acrobatics check to reach the platform.
Acrobatics check, I'll be 60 feet away.
Okay.
Now, if you would have said
I'll be closer.
I don't trust my dice tonight.
All right, so so Grumblebuck, you are just like 20 feet away amongst which one's Grumble? This one?
Yep.
So I'll just like put you over here, like among these like other like pipe things that are coming around here. So like 10, I'll put you back at the edge here. So you're so just similar to before, you can move quickly among the pipeworks, but it requires a acrobatics check of 15 typically. So you can either progress slowly without making a check, or you can move quickly and make the check. You're like 20 feet away from the rear, the guard in the rear.
I want to quickly move up to the corner and pop out from behind the corner and try to peg one of these guys in the head.
All right, see that acrobatics check first.
25.
Oh yeah. You are a dancing figment of light as you just glide across the pipes, and you can jump down. You want to get in melee?
I'm trying to get. I'm pulling out a short bow.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. You
And I'm just trying. I assume there's one at the front.
Yeah, there's one in the front. That one is blocked from your view. But you can see the one in the back.
Okay, I will try to get the one in the back. I'll try to sneak attack that guy. Would you give me advantage on that attack?
That's with that stealth roll earlier. Well, that was stealth roll is just kind of set the disposition. So make one more stealth roll as you like made this last approach.
I mean, he's next to you, homie.
And they're You can do it with disadvantage because regardless of the unsuccess of the dancing casting, it still was distracting them a great deal.
You say disadvantage? Or
With advantage?
Advantage, yeah. Hey, Chef, we don't eat the furniture.
Jesus.
What?
No.
17.
I know, right?
17. Go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, I'm not patient.
24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of damage. I forgot. Rogues are great.
Hang on. Total damage is 21.
21 points of damage.
I'm so happy.
Jeez.
Impressively.
And I will use my bonus action to hide around the corner again.
Danny still got no movement.
I got my movement.
You don't have any more movement.
That guy in the back is definitely bloodied.
No, I thought he was gonna say dead.
Wow.
I will, that'll end my turn, I guess. Can I attempt to hide where I'm at, or am I just out in the open now?
You're like up. You're still like up amongst the pipeworks, so I would say definitely enough cover to attempt to hide.
I will try to hide.
Awesome. Yeah, go and make that stealth roll.
26.
Certainly beats the passive perception. We'll see if anybody looks for you. That's excellent. We'll end your turn and we'll go to Gert.
So I heard something about like a spot where it's a 40-foot drop.
Yeah, pretty much like in a lot of these spots, there's going to be like spots that go down below and stuff. There's like a pipe that goes below here, and like might like end up like coming up to this one. But there are like spots in between these. So pretty much if you have that as your goal, it's definitely somewhere. Yeah, we can definitely
for sure.
We can definitely find a spot.
So seeing that amazing performance, I take that as the sign of like the jig is up, and I get out of the ropes, and I'm gonna be rushing towards this lead guy here with the goal of pushing him into the.
You come to know this person is Sprigtoes.
Poor old Sprigtoes, so I'm gonna move up.
All right.
And I am going to. Do I want a bonus? Yeah, I'm gonna. A question.
Yeah.
How?
Scared.
Yeah. How tall are these ceilings? Could they accommodate a large creature?
Yeah, absolutely. Like there might be spots where you have to like duck under a pipe to get like to move forward, but there's definitely most of the space you can fit.
Wonderful. I am going to use Giant's Might then.
All right.
And again, I'm shoving. That's what we're doing. What is the most advantageous spot? The deepest, most cavernous looking area, because that's where I want this guy to go.
Yeah. I'll roll a combo here. I'll have you roll me a d20.
Okay. 7.
Right here where you were at, the deepest you can probably toss somebody is like 30 feet. And there's like a spot like right over here that you could dump them. The rest is like probably like 10, 15 like spots where it's like blocked. So you're like kind of like having to like toss them down a chute almost.
Okay.
To get them down.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So making a shove.
Yep.
All right. Ooh,
Another strength.
that's not good for
Yeah, it's
Sprigtoes.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's a 5 total.
It's a 29.
Okay. Let me just compare those numbers in my mind. Sprigtoes is going to take a tumble with like that so far. What was that? 24 more points with a spread. Just hurls him down. Like, how do you just like grab him? And
Yeah,
him
it just like in a moment, I'm like as I'm charging this guy, I like assume this very large form. And then I like kind of am lunging at him. I'm using my momentum from getting larger and like shoving him down this like what I assume is this tube area.
Yeah, it's like grab him, like hurl him, and he like hits like just you're like dong as he like hits these like now like empty copper pipe and bounces down the chute and plummets. Will definitely fall and take some damage here. Sprigtoes with a yelp of surprise is deplatformed and thrown from above. They like crash down below with an echoing like a kind of like bonging, resounding sound as like their body just collides with another like empty pipe, and they're not dead. You can hear them like groaning down below in pain. And they're still up, or still alive, about 30 feet down.
30 feet down, okay. Yeah. Mark, with the remainder of my movement, can I make it to this bloodied guy?
You went,
so I was
like
in the middle of the pack.
And you only have 25?
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd be a little short. I think you'd, probably end up being able to get back here, because it would be like 5, 10 maybe, right, to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And then 15, 20, then it would take you another like 10 to get here.
Okay.
So, yeah, just out of range.
Okay. And how far down is that?
That chute goes like 30 feet.
I'm gonna try to jump on him.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. All right. He's gonna.
How's that
Maybe
work
I
as
could
a
climb
large
back out.
creature?
Yeah. So, if you're willing to just like not try and forgo or avoid any fall damage, I'll let you just like try and land on him. If you hit, we'll say you guys split the damage, and you can include an attack on top of that.
Yep.
And if they're able to avoid you, then you'll take the damage, just the fall damage, but nothing else.
Okay.
So it'll be, I will say though, because you just hurled this person down 30 feet, they're going to be rolling with disadvantage. And let's do, let's see, I'll make an acrobatics check, we'll say against your athletics.
Okay.
And they're doing disadvantage, that's a 20 and a 17.
25?
Yeah, they can't get there. With that, so we'll split the fall damage. There'll be 2d6 here, so 9 points. We'll say 5 points to them, 4 points to you, and then you get to attack on top of that.
Love that. Okay.
As they are just like with the wind knocked out of them, they finally are just able to open their eyes and look up again, and they see you just falling down, the giant, large form of you falling down on them.
And that's going to be 13.
13. I think that does hit. Yes.
All right. For 6 points. Wait.
Points.
Oh wait. Hold on. Let me make sure I did that right. Can deal an extra 1d6 on a target that's hit.
Nice.
So 8.
Okay, so 2 more. So awesome. Also bloodied. Well done. Anything else from Gert?
Nope.
Okay, it's their turn. The one down there is going to roll out from underneath you and is going to try and attack. And their benefits happen because things. Yeah, you're gonna make just two attacks against you. So it's 4, a 12 and a 20.
20 hits.
Okay. Can hit. Ooh, wow! 8 points of bludgeoning damage. That's Sprigtoes down there, who has reclaimed his feet, looking worriedly around at your imposing figure. This guy, Coppergrin, is you darted back in there, sees the prisoners at riot, and is going to just step forward and start clobbering. Is this Thud?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna start trying to.
Who hasn't done anything?
He sees troubles afoot. It's a conspiracy, I tell you.
Are those hammers?
Those hammers are clearly being held in your backhand. A 13 and a 14 to hit.
Neither will hit.
Yeah, that's a shame for him. And that's the end of their turn. We go on to Stanwyck Chinoli, followed up by Thud, and then Maisie.
Ready.
I'm still dancing away. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Sure, I'll finish what I had planned, which was to cast Hypnotic Pattern on these wonderful individuals. It was a 30-foot cube, and I don't know that I can get them both because now he's 30 feet below us.
By objects?
Weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube. The pattern appears the moment. It doesn't say it is. It doesn't say it isn't. But I don't know how I could get him 30 feet down and him in the cube.
It's a spray projecting from you in one direction?
No, it's it's just in a 30-foot cube within that range. So I can just like put a cube around anywhere.
I mean, I think that technically that you might be able to get like his head. Like I think you like it technically could if it like reaches around corners and stuff. So yeah, I'll say just Arcana check 10 and you can get them both.
I shouldn't trust that die. Oh.
Nice. All right. Yeah, you get them both from the color spray.
Oh, let me make sure I don't have a negative. It's a 15 wisdom saving throw
15.
while I double check that I'm not negative. Yeah, I'm not negative.
They rolled a 15 and a 19.
God damn it.
Oh,
I have so much trouble with those spells.
It didn't work. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. As a bonus action, I don't have... Oh, wait. I say, protect Bun Bun, and I inspire Thud bardically.
Bun Bun.
You got a D8, sir.
Nice, thank you.
Bun Bun bolsters their resolve by taking a sip from their famously tiny flask. And we'll continue with Thud.
How far away is the closest guy to me?
5 feet away. Or like adjacent to you, I mean.
Okay. Well, he's going to, with a hammer in each hand, bring them down on either side of this guy's face.
Oh, where were you hiding those?
Hammer's my one weakness.
Oh, hammers to the face. My one weakness.
First attack. That's 21 day.
Yeah.
And a nat 20 on the other one.
That also will hit.
All right. So the first hit
Good night for Copper Ground.
is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
6. Okay.
And since this is a crit, everyone has advantage on this guy until the start of my next round.
Oh, wow.
As part of my feature for trait.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah, my pressure feat.
That 6 damage, was that the crit?
No, that was regular damage.
Okay. That was the regular attack.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's...
And then the...
Yeah.
So the next attack is going to be a total of 9 points of damage.
How do you drop Copper Grin?
Like brutally. Like each of these hits, like hitting him on either side of the face, like an eyeball pops out.
Oh.
And that just like...
Oh,
it like
wow.
bounces off his chest, and he just starts laughing hysterically. Oh, you see that? The eyeball.
Oh, God. We got a genuine murder hobo. Excellent. Anything else from Thud?
Yeah, with my second attack, I will. Can I make my way over to see the other guy? That was my one-hand attack, and then the offhand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to pull out another hammer, and then if I could see the other guy, chuck a hammer at him.
Yeah, you go up to the edge, and you see 30 feet below you, or like 25 feet. You see this gnome, and you hurl a hammer down at it, for sure.
Hell yeah. That's going to be an 8 to hit.
8?
Oh, wait, hold on.
D8.
Now it's a 12 to hit.
The 12 does hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
smokes.
Thanks for that bardic inspiration.
I got you.
Alright, and this hit. Is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
And you were trying to, like, lay on top of him, is that correct?
I squished him. Like he was my target jumping down, but we're
Gotcha.
currently like adjacent to each other.
Yeah, he like landed with like a knee in his chest, and then like they rolled off of each other, and then the fight continued. Yeah, that guy's dead.
It's going to push him 5 feet backwards then.
Oh, okay.
Does that 5 feet? Got it.
All right, that ends.
They, like,
then.
bonked him on the head, and he, like, stumbles backwards 5 feet.
Perfect. And we'll go on to Maisie.
Okay. So there are only these two guys, right?
Only one's left standing. The other was just
Yeah,
very
was
much
obliterated.
killed. Yeah.
Maisie's gonna be like, hey, we gotta keep one of them alive. As such, she is not going to. The other one already looks bloodied, so she's not gonna attack that one.
You're nowhere close.
Yeah, I'm 60 feet away. I'm
Yeah.
rushing over.
Yeah. So that's your first turn. Yeah, it'll be pretty much your whole turn to like get on your movement and dash to get on
Yeah.
the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the terror and some fervor rising up in this gnome down below, and we will go back to the top of the round with Grumblebuck. And where's Grumblebuck? Still up? Okay, yeah. So Grumblebuck, from where you are, still kind of hidden among the pipes. I'll say that it'll be like a 15-foot movement to get to a spot where you can spy your target and get a shot off. So it'll be another acrobatics check if you want to make it there. You're muted. That's DC 15.
Okay, I will move. My acrobatics check. Natural 20.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah,
I
so
will move to the edge of the. I will move to the edge of the hole, point my bow at him, and shout, "We can either kill you or you can surrender. We can either kill you or you can surrender." See.
You see this like fervor beginning to like take over this gnome as their eyes begin illuminating
Kill the fire.
with
Kill it.
a frenzied light, but it has not yet taken hold, and your threat still strikes some human part or some part of his brain left untouched by this frenzy. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
All right. $12.
12. He says, "No. No. The divines will protect me long enough to see my labor done." And you guys begin hearing whispers.
Ah, that is a terrible human.
Give me a perception check.
I don't want to hear it. I heard it once.
All of us?
All of you.
19.
Can we opt out? 60.
11.
Yeah, 19.
23.
23.
22.
And Evan?
11, I think.
Oh, Evan got it.
19.
Just kidding.
Two of you over 20. You guys all hear another like onrushing of this strange cacophony of these whispered prayers, and you hear Kalimvor.
Oh God.
Let not death look upon your servants until their labor is complete. And you hear voices and voice over voice overlapping and saying this same prayer, and it is made manifest here. The frenzy takes over this remaining gnome, Thistletoe? Yeah,
Mhm.
Sprigtoes.
Yep.
Sprigtoes is taken by this divine, demonic fervor, and you see they are strengthened by it. And we, Grumblebuck, they do not back down.
He's within 5 feet of Gerp, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I will loose the arrow.
Okay.
$13 to hit.
13 hits.
A million.
Total damage is 12 points. Piercing damage.
You see the arrow just like lance through his neck, like sink just above his collarbone, deep into his body, and you can see him just like for a moment like drop or like begin to drop, but that is halted. And that like burning fervor seemed that vague, like slight illumination spreads from his eyes to his whole body, and he like lurches back upright. No, my work is not done. And they're going to actually, I needed to roll for that actually for this effect because it's similar to like the zombie fortitude thing.
Mm-hmm.
With a natural 17, we do get to see the effect on display.
Yay!
Hooray! With this unholy fervor, death is postponed for Sprigtoes. And they look upon you with hatred in their glowing eyes. Anything else from Grumblebuck?
I will roll back and use my bonus action to hide from his view again.
Okay, yeah, get stealth. And you can do this with disadvantage, as those of you who have already heard this prayer hear it again. A prayer beseeching Helm to help those protectors of the kingdom maintain their vigilance.
She's got too many prayers.
Got 5 gods and a whole doctrine under each of them. Big old portfolios.
I don't like these layer.
Myself was an 18.
An 18. Excellent. All right, Gerp, you're up.
I'm going to. He's not going anywhere. I'm gonna clobber this guy right in the head.
It's clobbering time.
Clobbering.
Often a good choice.
Yep.
Go for it.
It is clobbering time. 19.
No hit.
Sweet. And then let me make sure I'm not screwing up that 8. Which says once on each of your turns. Okay. Beautiful.
The appropriate number of times.
That's a D8. Blink, blink.
Oh, yeah.
10,
Oh, that's going to be tough to beat.
14.
14, okay. Do this in front here. He gets a +2 to his con, needs to make a constitution save, beating the amount of damage he took to stay alive, so he needs a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a natural.
Oh! All right, we're going to go for it again.
Right.
Push him back. Push him back. Way back.
Yeah. Is there a further place that I
Give me a d20 roll here.
can... Sure.
I was.
That's the same one. 7.
A 7. There's a spot that you think you could like get them. That's gonna be like a place to like hold them. Like you could drop them down there. There's no safety railing. It's like this little like pocket. It'd be a good place to like stash them, but there's no place to like throw them for a great descent. Might take a little fall damage in there, but if he's undying, like stash him in the hole. That's an option.
I'm just going to clobber him in the head one more time.
Excellent.
Oh,
nat
yeah.
20.
Choice.
So max damage plus the roll.
Yeah.
Now this, I might not even be able to.
So that's going to be a... So max damage is 12 plus 7, so 19.
19, so it needs a 17
Wow.
on the die here. As this fervor takes it. That's a 10. With like the arrow, one bash to the head and another, there's like in unimaginable amounts of damage being done to Sprigtoe's body as they just like keep on like some unholy resilience keeping them standing. And this enchantment cannot keep up with the flurry of blows. Tell us how you take care of them.
Yeah, I mean, my goal here is to just pound this guy in the head, trying to render him unconscious.
Yeah, you can do subdual damage. So if you want to like,
He's a zombie.
I'm gonna say that this person will definitely need immediate medical attention if once you down him, even with subdual damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll let the D20 decide. Do I know what's going on with this guy? I just saw him take a crap ton of damage. In my experience, I think he's going to be dead. Do I think I should subdue him, or do I think that there's some weird magic Jesus stuff going on here?
I'll say that if you want to entertain, if you think your character would want to entertain the idea of keeping them alive, we'll say you can do it as subdual damage, and then I'll describe kind of what that looks like, and you can make your choice from there. So is that something you want to do? Or?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So you like hammer home with this guy, like trying to like break bones and like break their limbs so they can't fight anymore. Like just trying to like break mechanically their body so it just cannot continue. And like despite like all like this whatever magic this is, clearly keeping this person going beyond the point of collapse at the very least. at some point it cannot keep up, and the body just like collapses, and as it does, that fervor, that light begins to fade and like drain from them as whatever magic was in effect is peeling away, leaving a dying gnome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm not gonna kill him at this point. So I'm gonna call up to my party.
I checked. This guy doesn't have any runes, but he's really gonna need some help here soon. He's really busted up bad. I could probably carry him up, but he's gonna need some serious medical help if we need to get information from him. Is that useful, or should I just put him in this hole that I found down here?
No, we want info from him.
I feel like
How in the 9 hells did he survive all that?
I feel like he's already. I look at myself and remembering that I'm not myself, and I will take the time to cast Disguise Self to return to my one and only state.
Which is also an illusion. Just doing this elaborate display of like, just, like clearing the magic from you, but you're really just casting a new version of it.
Excellent. I mean, I feel like we've heard all that we need from these two.
But do you know where hydrofoil Z theta is?
I believe you mean Alpha, Zeta, Alpha, Z Alpha, and
I thought it was A Z Alpha.
AZ Alpha?
Maybe we should talk to this
I
guy
don't,
just
but I
get a
don't.
location.
Petunia knows where that is.
And once we find one of them, we can find a way to AZ Alpha. It's all system. It makes sense.
Yeah, she gets it. Yeah.
All right.
So the hole?
Put him in the hole.
All right.
Just put him out of his misery. He clearly...
No,
It's okay.
he was kind of a dick to...
Go to sleep. It's all right. It's been a
Purple
long,
middle of the neck.
long day.
I mean...
Passes quietly. Jump into a hole.
Beautiful.
Just of Telfis and spring toes.
Aw, Spriggy. Oh boy.
I wonder how much they're paying to make these folks turn against their countrymen.
Well, we can't ask him now. He's dead.
Hey,
List
We
of
can ask the next one we come to.
Can we make a list of questions, please, and maybe decide on some tactics for the next fight? I gotta get out of here.
wait, heads up, wait. I'm gonna toss the other body down. Another one for the hole.
There's not enough room in this hole.
We'll fit.
You almost hit me. That was incredibly rude. Give a no warning next time.
I danced. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Next time.
Before Giant's might wears off, I gotta get out of
I was gonna tie the rope
here.
up to the thing to try to toss it down to him as well.
Yeah, you start climbing up, and as like the magic is fading, you're still climbing up the rope, and there's that weird feeling where like your legs are like catching up to you as you're like climbing. But you make it up to the top. 2 bodies disposed of, and I'm gonna get some pizza.
Yep.
Beat the.
Bun picks up the eyeball and puts it inside my backpack. And Thud looks at you guys and says, I guess he's keeping an eye on me.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
just shakes her head a little bit.
That went just as I pictured it would. You all, fabulous work. Your performances.
Very highly trained infiltrators.
We really threw him off with that grease.
Yeah.
Works so well.
Thud's picking up, cleaning off his hammers.
No.
Do these guys have any weapons, by the way?
Yeah, one of
Good
them had
question.
like a big mace,
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
and the other one had a light or a hand crossbow. That we saw. They could have had more stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, let's loot their bodies.
I mean, You'd have to go down into the hole at this point.
I mean, I'm sure we left the weapons.
I mean, I
you know,
guess we
where
could
they died.
retcon it, yeah.
We didn't throw the weapons down with them.
I mean, the ones that they had in their hand. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're dead, you know. Unless rigor mortis like instantly set in.
Yeah, that's true. We can retcon that. Somebody pay another $7 to go back in time. Super chats, welcome. And then from here...
That was the biggest clusterfuck of a fight I've been in.
Yeah, that was great.
I had absolutely no idea where that was going.
Welcome to the party of chaos. Well, I figured we could at least get into the place a little bit more. Wasn't expecting Nickel Plenty to show up. Bibbles would be so sad that we didn't kill him.
We may yet get the opportunity.
I mean, yeah. So, where do we go from here? Because, like...
We're gonna go to that. We're gonna go pose as these guards and grab that.
Very important paper.
I mean, our mission is to get
Right.
the camera.
But
Right.
that'll get us in deeper where we can get the camera.
And if we can prevent them from closing the loop. Whatever,
I kind of
whatever
think
that
that
means.
guy had no idea what he was talking about. He sounds like an asshole. So,
Oh,
like,
sure.
yeah. I
But it's
guess.
clearly something important to him.
But then when we get it,
I mean, who knows? It might be a spell scroll to enact this magical rite or something.
this education.
I don't know.
Okay.
But the device to capture what it aims to capture, I think this paper needs to be delivered. So I think it's in our interest to grab the thing. See.
Okay. See,
But the more we know about it, the better.
here's the deal. Like, I'm already hurt, and I have a show at 2.
I'm paid to care about the device, not your show. See.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. But I am the one and only Sandwick, and if I die here,
You're not going to die.
okay.
Well,
I'm here. I'll keep you safe.
I gave some
you-
good berries to
She ate them all.
all of them.
I was very low on health.
Daisy just needs a
10
little-
days worth of food.
Just a little purple hue and golden like the kid in Willy Wonka.
Did we bring any potions? Did they have any potions on them? Oh yeah, somebody dropped a super chat and we looted the bodies before we threw them in the hole.
Oh, nice.
It was decided.
Thank you, Gifted Killer 666.
Oh my god, I love everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you could still just like drop ropes to go loot them.
Look for the shattered healing potions from the guys that have been thrown.
Yeah, they definitely. If you do go loot them, you definitely find some money. They are carrying what looks to be their like the front portion of whatever payment they're getting for this job.
Okay. That answers that question. How much they're
Yeah,
being paid?
you do find they like Copper Grin had two healing potions, and they're both shattered beneath their body.
Aww.
Oh.
How much gold they carry on them?
They each, well, Sprigtoes had 100 gold plus some change. Coppergrin had 125 and some change.
Save this for the people after the show. Oh, and then any weapons of imports.
Yeah, nothing exciting.
Somebody might want the mace.
Yeah, if you guys want to find, like, they both had maces. Seems like everybody has the basic gear they need, though. And
Evan's always looking for things to throw.
Evan's always picking up his hammers.
I mean, they have thud written on them.
Okay. We also have a potion.
So, are we going after this message, or are we headed down after Nickel Plenty?
Look, I'm just here to keep the one and only Stanwick Chadwick alive.
I reckon that one will lead to the other.
That letter may give us access to where we need to go.
Exactly.
Ugh. It's not a bad point, and you all are very stealth-averse.
Convincing.
Yes.
I can scout ahead, but again, the point remains we don't know where we're going anymore.
Sure we do.
Yeah. Right here. Are you allowed to cast Healing Word on yourself?
I'll
cast
motion
Healing Word on
to
myself.
Carly's character again.
Oh,
It's our
right.
new guide.
That's really good.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. 8 points of healing.
Alright.
Feeling great now.
Nice.
The one and only Stanwick. Ow! God damn it. Hate lag. Anyways, okay, so quietly to AZ Alpha? How far is it? He looks to Petunia.
Petunia begins, like, looking around for another marking. You see, like, symbol, like C, Gamma, Phi over here. And, like, quickly is like, I think maybe just a couple minutes. Be a winding passage, but shouldn't take long.
Okay.
We know these guys' names?
Coppergrin and Sprigtoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should keep doing that prisoner thing. It's been
Yeah,
working
I was
really
just
well.
about to say,
Can your magic make you look like one of them?
Ugh. Which one was the most pretty of the two, if we had to choose?
Oh, Telfizzle Sprigtoes, definitely.
I will. Okay. And then I'll turn myself into Sprigtoes. 3 of you, tie yourselves up. No.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm really tired of being tied up today.
Why don't we just all be part of Coppertoe's ensemble?
I feel like having prisoners is reasonable.
All right.
Grungle? You
I mean,
scout
y'all
ahead.
know this place better than I do, so.
What am I doing?
You scout ahead, just make sure we're not seen running into traps.
Walking into anything.
And Petunia,
I
you
will
be at the lead here.
talk to Petunia and get a general direction I need to go,
Yeah.
and I will scout ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Petunia gives you some directions on, like, what junctions to look out for and, you know, what turns to make.
Gerp, just hold the rope. You don't have to. I
I'm
don't have to
unknown.
tie.
I can be one
Yes.
of the guards.
Okay, be a guard. Yes. Let's go. Team Chinoli.
Bud will act as a hostage or a prisoner.
And Bun Bun, another carrot for you. Ugh. eyeballs.
What'd you say, Owen? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
He'll pretend to be a prisoner.
Okay. So we've got Thud as a prisoner. Anybody else? All right.
Maisie, get in.
The most dangerous prisoner.
So, like, just wheeling him on like with a little jack and like he's got a plastic mask on his face.
Did you see him beat the shit out of that other guy?
He's doing the same thing, hammers in hand, holding onto the rope.
I'm gonna make his time.
Maybe
look
we'll
convincing.
die and join as a prisoner.
All right, so we got Maisie and Thud as prisoners being escorted by Gurp. Grumblebuck is
If anyone lays
scouting.
hands on me, I'm liable to punch him back, though, so...
It's cool. Won't hit you. I promise.
Yeah, Gurp and Stanwick are kind of like I imagine taking the lead of the guard, like the official guards, while Grumbuckle's just like scouting ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
What's Sprigtoes' first name? Did we ever catch it? Or am I
I
just Sprigtoes?
It was
tell Thistle Sprigtoes.
But would we have heard that?
I don't think you
we
did.
just heard Sprigtoes. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make it work. I've never seen Sprigtoes around the taverns at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and nobody else is disguised?
It's just me, baby.
Okay.
I don't think I have a disguise kit.
My face and beard are like still soaked in grease, and there's like blood trickling down my nose.
So you guys are led slowly through these winding halls and catwalks around the outer hydro forge. Yeah.
When we find these people, are we just going to kill them and take the letter, or I feel like we should
I think...
ready.
They're supposed to give it to us.
I
If
thought-
we act like these people, they're supposed to give it.
I thought we were supposed to escort, not escort, just take.
Yeah, I thought they were supposed to go together toward wherever the
Okay,
letter's destination was.
We'll go with them then.
But I kind of want to get the hands on the letter.
Yeah.
So
We can cross that bridge when we get to it. I guess.
We can
Yeah.
throw those gnomes off that bridge when we come to it. Is what I heard.
I don't know. Because they're supposed to be. Are we trying to pass ourselves off, or are we just trying to sneak into the central area undetected?
I think it's been kind of golden.
I think we're trying to get into the central area and out again undetected.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we should murder them and take it and sneak in there.
We'll try to convince them to give it to us and not come, and if that goes awry, murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get eyes on them and take their measure.
Yeah, if it goes bad, it goes bad, but let's just try to get it through non-violent means.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't making no promises when it comes to gimps.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I cast prestidigitation on myself to make myself smell a little bit like eggs. Just a little bit. A little bit like eggs.
You're really selling that to Scoys.
Yeah.
You don't gotta make any promises, see? We just go as the situation develops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lead the way. Grumgle. Buck. Ugh.
All right. So we have Grumblebuck out scouting the front and kind of like giving signals back to Gurp and Stanwick, who are, well, all of you, but mostly Gurp and Stanwick, who are posing as guards, while Thud and Maisie are brought along, doing their, maybe not their best to keep up the disguise. Maisie,
and Petunia.
Yeah, amazing.
Maisie's like ready to like throw hands at like anybody who, like pushes her, and Thud is still just like not committing to the role. Still has the hammers just held behind the back. It's like very front only costuming there. Cut some corners there. So you guys advance. We'll go ahead since Grumblebuck is working as your scout. Go ahead and give me a stealth check first, Grumble. 29. You lead the group carefully and quietly through this space, wanting to avoid any unintended confrontations, I imagine. There's one occasion where you see what looks to be just another patrolling group of 3, 2 gnomes and 1 half elf. They're all just looking like more of these hired thugs that are working here. You hold up, give a signal to the group back behind you to pause. You let them pass, and you guys continue on. And it is not long before the designations at these junctions are getting closer and closer to AZ Alpha. You see AX Beta, and it gets closer and closer until finally you believe that you are about to arrive. With that roll, you confirm that you hear voices up ahead at the junction that you think is the correct one. You are able to report back without alerting anybody. You believe, and you guys know that you are at your final approach here to the junction where, if Balabor Nickelplenty was to be believed, your package is already waiting. So you can finalize your approach here before you go on.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Yeah, I think we should act like we've been here before. See, we should act like we're supposed to be here.
Okay, what's the code word? I say it's Bun Bun. No.
Prinzelstomp.
Prinzelstomp. Okay.
Alright, we're doing this?
But no, not yet. Let's go. And please, if you're tied up, just go along with it. I'll try not to be mean. Too mean.
I don't understand why I'm supposed to know like I've been here before.
You're not. Unless you have just...
Here's a friendly prisoner advice, since it's happened a lot to me today. If you're feeling confused, just go with that.
Boy, be confused, Colin. And I haven't been here, and the word is Grumble Ruck.
Was it Grumble? I thought it was
close enough.
Pibble Wibble.
You'll know. You'll feel it in your soul.
In the moment.
I marched them on ahead with the ropes, approaching the party.
All right.
Wait, do we still
I will hang behind them and let them go into the room. I'll stay in the shadows just outside, just in case anything goes wrong.
Okay. There was a period at the it seems like each time you have heard the whispers, there are times where you were the guards are around the corner, and you heard the whispers kind of echo, it's just whispering in the background, just this indistinguishable noise. And then when it some magic had actually been used by or imparted upon these guards, that's when you some of you heard that coherence. And then when you guys have been kind of lurking around and in between these interactions and stuff, those whispers have definitely dulled and faded to, at best, they're at most the very much kind of background noise where you can't really hear anything specific. But if you really struggle and strain to hear it, you can begin to hear these maddening maddeningly incomprehensible just cacophony of whispers in the background, and it feels unpleasant to try and like listen to this, to like bring this into your attention.
Ugh. I don't like that. The whispers. There's still.
You're hearing them too?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's like chanting some. I hear a lot of stuff. I didn't know you could hear that.
You hear a lot of stuff.
As a rune work is it's maddening, baby, but it's very lonely. Very, very lonely, but it's good to know that someone else can hear the whispers too.
Raise your hand if you hear whispers.
Maisie raises her hand.
Thud raises his hand. Oh, I thought that was just Bun Bun.
No, okay.
Bun Bun waves
I think
his
it's
paws
like
in.
that.
Yeah, there's something evil. But we don't have time for this. If you hear them getting louder, expect something maybe
Okay.
bad.
Something might happen if we hear them. Got it.
Last 2 times, it's been the way. The prayers to Kellenborn Helm. Any other gods you hear? Oh, those are the 5 divines.
That's not 5.
Well,
That's 2.
2 of them. What do the other ones do again? Anyways,
I don't know.
I
I don't pay attention to those Imperium gods.
I call them they're 5 dead vines.
That's really good. That's really good.
I wonder if you say we're hearing prayers to these 5 divines.
So far, we heard one that told them where we were, and one that turned them into dead zombies.
We should say a prayer and tell them to go jump into the abyss.
You know, I might actually be
I
able
don't
to do
know why.
that.
I just don't like them invading my mind.
We are living with some deadly people here. Okay, yeah.
So
I don't like them invading my city.
So, just so I'm clear, we're praying before we do this?
No.
No, I was just expressing my frustration.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. You lead your group forward. Some of them still bound, but once again, just all for show. Why don't you guys give me a little, again, another check. Again,
kind of
it can be
check?
Performance for stagecraft or survival for ropecraft.
17.
19.
12 survival.
5 survival.
5. Jared?
He's not with us. He's sneaking.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, that's right. So Jared's not included.
Petunia.
We had
I've just basically, really barely even looped the rope around their ass. Like, tied a loose granny knot.
yeah. It's it just looks like it's honestly bone knot. It's just like it's like when you're tying an apron, how you're tying like a cute apron or something, and it just looks so ridiculous. And yeah, Stanwyck takes the lead. You march in and you see if there's a group of there's a group of 7 gnomes. 5 of them are look to be just pretty kind of armed, lightly armed, lightly armored and armed, similar to these other gnomish guards that you've encountered so far. Why don't the person who would have the best chance of knowing them would be Grumbuckle, but he's out in the back. How close are you getting, Grumbuckle? Are you getting close enough to spy on these people? They would have a chance to see you in that case. But you are good at stealth. Or do you want to
Yeah, I would be getting close enough to see what's going on.
Yeah, give me another stealth check.
22.
Yeah. Give me a history check with advantage.
These rolls make me nervous.
21.
21. You see a collection of, like, these are not high-paid individuals. Like, these are like functionaries. They are not probably like, these are people that are not trusted. They're like trusted to like guard shipments, not do any like real work. You know, like Bobby Knock Coddlepottle, Erky Humplebump, Jaddle Pazzlefawn, Zluke Musgraven. These are all like not sought after hires among the like black market of employment. They're all like low level folks, but these gnomes have among their company a rather more esteemed figure. That is Three Malo Crisptoes, one of the members of the Innovation Council, one of the leaders of Ur-Durra. You see Three Malo there has a finery, kind of, especially his clothing looking particularly fine compared to these the muscle for hire, these like barely even that, just like odd job people, and Three Malo is there. You can see Three Malo's there, saying they're like they're kind of finely coiffed suit and like or finely accoutered suit, and they have a like they always have a monocle in their left eye. That eye being seemingly like milky and not functional, but still sports this monocle, and they're standing just look to be a kind of distant, trying to like physically distance themselves somewhat from these gnomes that are in their accompaniment, and like looks rather like standoffish to some extent, and they're just uncomfortably passing the time, and there's like some murmuring between these gnomes as you approach, which is interrupted by the sound of your arrival. You hear when are they gonna get here? We're supposed to be done with this job already. I'm gonna drop off this useless fool and be done with it. I hear Stanwick Chinoli's gonna give another show tonight, and I want to get front row seats.
The one and only.
Who's there?
This is, hi. We were told. Are you the ones dropping off the package?
You're still. Are you? You're presenting as
Sprinkletoes. Springtoes.
Springtoes.
Yes.
Yeah. One of them looks at this.
Springtoes, good to see you, friend.
Yeah. It's a pleasure. I heard you talking about the one and only Stanwick Chinoli. He's doing a show today.
He already performed earlier tonight, and I missed it.
Fuck, I've been here all day. Damn it.
I think I said 2 o'clock.
Where at?
Up top, in the main corridor.
There's a lot of places.
You're gonna hear him.
Oh, you're right. It's always a good show.
And you never know quite where he's gonna pop up. You're really freewheeling artist. You can't tame that one.
Oh, you really can't. Like, dude, last time I saw him, it was the most incredible thing ever. And he's just so beautiful. Oh, my God. Oh.
The crown jewel of Ur-Durra, if you ask me.
Shut up! I mean, sorry, you're right. But I thought I told you. Stop talking. Yes.
Well, I'm sad. All right. Enough talk about Stanley. I need to focus. Just need to get paid before I can go enjoy the show. So, we've got this for you.
And he like actually give me a persuasion check.
If I can stop talking.
Your immediate connection over Stanwyck Chinoli certainly distracts from any, any qualities missing in the disguise.
7.
We rolled a natural 2.
Yeah!
This is your number one
Me too.
fan, and it's just like instantly just taken out by this the conversation about Stanwyck Chinoli, and just like, all right, wow. I didn't know you were such a big fan. That's
who is like the prisoner here said, crown jewel of Ur-Durra, beautiful music.
wow.
Yeah. You were here to give me something so we can take it
that's
back.
right,
Yeah,
that's right.
thank you.
This and pulls out this sealed scroll. He says, it's for the old man here to read. So take him and the scroll down below. That's our instructions. Well, pass them off to you to deliver to the Hydroforge. What's going on down there?
Dude, you just don't want to know. Nickel Plenty is here. He's got, the creepy dudes.
Consort?
Yeah, he's kind of a dick, but he's got some creepy dudes with him, and dude, just if I were you, stay clear, enjoy the show. I'll find you later. We'll hang out.
Yeah. I'll see you at the show.
Did they pay you already?
They said you were gonna have a pay.
Yeah, how much did they say?
50 gold.
Each?
Yeah.
Dude.
Alright, no, just tell them.
What if I told you, dude? You gotta get paid more. You're not gonna get any good jobs if you just keep throwing yourself around. This is high level shit.
already taken.
Dude, he's part of the Innovation Council. You gotta get paid more. Gosh.
Right, I need to stand up for myself.
There's 7 of you.
I need to be my own best advocate.
God.
No way.
Okay, here's the deal. They gave me 50 gold. They're giving me a little extra for this. I'll give you 100. Just take it and
That
take
means
care
a
of
lot.
yourself today.
First round's on me when we get up to the show, alright? I'll see you there. I'll see you
I
there,
will
friend.
see you front row. If the one and only Stanwyck Chinoli gets there before I do, see what you can do to cause a scene. Tell him I love him. I'm sorry. What?
I'll yell fire or something.
Thank you. Okay.
I'll make him stop. I'll make him wait for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pass him some money.
Yeah. Give him one of the bags I'll give him copper goods back.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been down here before.
Just what'd you say? What'd you say, Evan?
Oh, I've never been down here before.
He's looking what's the story with them?
I don't know.
You saying this they were bad, they had the money, they were turning around to leave, and then you just everybody just turns to look at you, what the fuck's up with him?
He's confused. I honestly don't know. He's confused. I'll see you later.
Furrows his brow as he looks over you and this prisoner this kind of really odd assortment here. Give me one more persuasion check to sound this over. They did not roll well.
I'm just slowly nodding my head at them.
I rolled a 13.
This is it's why you get paid the big bucks dealing with shit like that. What doesn't matter. All right, I'll see you up top. And they turn and file off, and you have yourselves a elder or a leader, a member of the Council of Innovation, and you have a strange sealed scroll.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we did it, everybody. Good job, Thudwick. You had him going.
Your plan worked. Good plan, guys.
And the fake prisoner gambit succeeds again.
Okay. Now, is this guy chained up? Like, is...
No, he's just standing there, like, looks at you, kind of just, like, passively, and it's like, can we go below then?
Are you supposed to be here, Three Malo? Or I guess I don't know this guy. Sure. Does anybody know what this is? The scroll, what is it?
Did you ask Rimal?
Yeah.
Says a document written up by the Voice and signed by myself and the other members of the leadership, the Council of Innovation.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go make sure that we give that to them.
I'm told I'm supposed to read it at the Hydro Forge.
Yeah, that's what I was told too.
Okay.
How much are they paying you to
Why
betray your
Why
city?
do the prisoners keep talking? I mean, yeah, how much they
Huh?
paying you?
This is appointment to the Council of Innovation does not come with any compensation.
No, but being a sellout sure does.
Jesus Christ, prisoners, if you keep talking, I'm gonna have to smack you ones. Does he look charmed?
Looks at you and threatening the prisoner, just kind of impassively.
Is he charmed?
I'd like to do.
You can give me an insight check.
I was gonna say I'd like to do an insight check on him.
Yeah, you guys can do an insight or arcana if you're curious if he's charmed. Tell me which.
I was trying to get a read on him to see like where what he's kind of.
Yeah.
Never been down here before.
It's been down here before.
13.
Also 13.
8, 9, 8.
13.
Nine.
You guys definitely feel like there's like something just a little off, a little like glassy about this person for sure.
I got a 17 Arcana.
17 Arcana. There's definitely some sort of magical charm or effect there, it feels. Give me a perception check. Or, I'm sorry, I think it's actually Stanwick who should give me a perception check here.
What the 10? Nah, that's what I figured. Well, this guy's pleasant. I guess let's go.
Nah, I don't trust this.
He seems kind of funny.
Maisie's gonna go up and just like slap him on the face.
Slap him in the face. Like,
These uppity prisoners. I just
Takes off her bonds because she hasn't hardly even had them tied.
yeah. Stand up, strike him across the face. He, is, obviously stunned by this. Looks, says, "Your prisoners are quite unruly."
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I'd smack her down and how did you even get out of these ties? And I'd tie her back up. I'm sorry,
What's
sir.
going on with him?
I don't know, but now is probably not the time to make alarms.
I wanted to see if he was gonna react. He didn't react to being called a traitor, nor did he react to being slapped.
Yeah, but there's people around, so maybe we should react
I
somewhere
thought
else.
they left.
Those gnomes left.
It's just us and him.
Yeah. Right now you are alone.
Okay, well, in that case,
You-
Gerp, do you see any of those whatchamacallums on this runes on the
What?
scroll? You see any runes?
It's sealed.
Let's open it.
On the outside.
Do I see any runes on the scroll?
This looks to be just like a standard like scroll, like a seal, like container that's used in Ur-Durra to like transport important document stuff, and like even like in some tubes are meant to like shoot them around, like through like like mailing systems and stuff. So it's a pretty standard.
I love those tubes.
It doesn't have any like runes on the outside. It's mostly just a contraption, not magical.
Okay.
I think we should open it. Anyone know how to open a sealed document?
I don't know. Do I know how to do that based on my criminal history?
I think you could certainly give it a try. Do you have? You're not proficient with like forging tools or anything, are you?
No. I'm proficient with jeweler's tools and thieves' tools and tinker's tools.
Okay. See, that's certainly a broad enough skill set to let you roll and add your proficiency. So you do a dex check with proficiency as you try and like gain access to this in a way that you could like potentially like seal it up or like hide the fact that it was tampered with. It sounds like is kind of your goal.
Deem it.
Yeah. So dex check and add my proficiency.
Yeah.
Uh, 22.
22. Yeah, you
Or
find
no,
this-
add my proficiency 25.
Perfect. Yeah. As you like begin to work this little like very like articulate little like articulate, it's very like complex little lock, and you find that like there as you're about to open it, you find that there's like something that doesn't feel right, and there is like there's like it's like actually like a secret lock where it's like the expected like quick turn actually triggers like a breaking of this lock. So like there's a release to the left first that you activate and then open the lock to prevent it from like sealing shut.
Right.
And you gain access to the scroll. Or you gain access to the scroll case at least.
And I guess I'll look it over then.
Yeah.
Any runes inside?
I'm really curious.
You extend the scroll that looks to be like the same material that's commonly like I don't know if you had seen this before, but if any of you, it's some of like the legal documents and stuff of Ur-Durra and like fine official documents stuff are written in this like sort of scroll, and so it looks to be like an official like Ur-Durran like document, and you take a look at it. Are you checking this for? No one's explicitly, I think, used the T word yet. Is anybody looking for any sabotage or traps and anything like that here?
I'm listening out for whispered litanies.
I would. I mean,
Go word.
it seems important, and it seems like they would want to protect it, so I would check it for traps.
Okay. You don't see any on the outside of the scroll, but as you begin to open it up gingerly, you find that there are in very like faint, almost imperceptible inks. There are like some kind of runes or something like engraved in the like almost like cut into the paper a little bit at the top. And then just like it's like almost imperceptible, like you can feel just like the faintest change in the texture of it. And looking at it closely, there are some sort of symbols at the top ledger, like top line of this scroll.
Excuse me, Three Malo, do you know how to open this?
Just unroll it, I think. Just a scroll.
Oh, yes. No danger.
You know what these symbols mean?
Symbols. Oh, they said this was for me to read.
Yeah, it's time to read it. Let's...
Oh, what? Hold on! I got first dibs! He can wait his turn. I've been very patient. It's been a long day. I've been looking for runes, and the first chance that we might have runes, letting someone else read it, I don't think so.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, let him see it.
Please. Does it even have runes? I don't know.
What do I?
Yeah. So you
I'll point them out what I've seen too.
Yes.
it's so faint that like you think that you might get a better idea of it just by like taking like an was it
Yeah.
Etching.
edging of it?
I'm gonna.
And
Yeah,
etching.
he's gonna
Just
etch.
edging.
A little different, but yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
This whole day is like looking for runes. It felt like edging. So here you are, finally, runes in hand. Just gonna take an etching.
Great, there's actual runes on here. Give this to me.
And I take the scroll and plop it on the ground, and it just
Just rubs it out real quick.
just rubbing it out.
And just, here's it. Tools. Just okay.
And powder. Just start dusting it a little bit and get out.
Oh, bifocals. It's been such a long day. Okay.
And he puts on these rune inscribed bifocals. He places them on his head, and there's like 5 lenses that comes down, and it super magnifies Gerb's eyes. He looks like an owl. And just
Oh, yes. Indeed. Runes.
Beautiful, wonderful. Do you think Gerb uses like Arcana for his runecraft, or a different sort of like proficiency or skill or background?
it's definitely going to be background. Probably a combination of like history, just from delving and exploring and gathering artifacts and from the knowledge.
Oh.
Are you there, Evan?
No, it's like,
Yeah, you spot up though. Okay.
So it's not really Arcana based. It's more of just like the study of having gone out and collected and just like studied poems. And...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check. History check as you review these, like just like the faintest like engraved, like these are like it's very evident to you from the get-go. These are meant to be hidden. Like this is like an arcane like trap or something set on this paper.
Oh, this is so good. It's a 9.
9. This is fairly like late era runecraft. Runecraft, primarily utilizes this like really like seems to like all these like branches of it and its various displays and different like cultures and stuff. Like you can tell that like the runecraft sorts of like the tree of runecraft like converges towards this like really like ancient sort of like language that utilizes like elements of both like celestial and like fiendish. It's like this like weird synthesis of this, and it's like this weird like people theorize like some sort of early era like creative language, just like manifestation power and stuff. This is like very like late stuff, and you can tell that there is much more a little bit more like fiendish in this. But it does say that let this scroll be opened and read.
Okay.
There's something after that you're struggling to figure out.
Let this scroll. Let this scroll be opened and read. This isn't the language of the giants or any further. This is like fiendish. Maybe celestial.
What,
but
like
this is
like demons and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't really come across much of this before. It's incredibly late era. Not really my bailiwick. but it definitely says let the scroll be opened and read. But the runes are hidden, and it feels this is odd. We should not read this. 100%.
Yeah, if it's some sort of devil magic and they want it to be read, then probably no.
No, not gonna read this.
And I carefully take the etching off of the original parchment and then carefully just...
This is priceless.
And I hand it back to Grumplebuck. Just...
This is bad. But it's also great. It's a great piece of history. Terrible, but great. Let's I want to keep this for my collection. Can we just like get this thing back in the canister and
Yeah,
Put it away.
yeah, far away. Terrible. Very cool. God awful. Don't read it.
I'm going to read it down below.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There was a change in plans that they told us about. The five-tongue mistress says she doesn't need you to read nothing no more.
Hey, you know what? I just made a copy. Would you like to maybe read that down below?
Hey.
I will read from the scroll, not a copy.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Could you give us a second? Guys, we gotta give him a...
Let's make a copy when he's not looking.
Okay. Let's try this. Hey,
Give me a perception check.
20. I don't like it. God damn it. I don't like it.
No, I just forgot his name for him.
His
Freemolo's left eye, the milky one, has been following you.
Just me?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Mostly you.
Yeah, okay. How about this? Mr. Three Malo, here's what I know. You and the Innovation Council are in grave danger. And what I need you to do is, how about this? Go take them and just like, where's a good place to like hide in the city? Like, do I know any place like people could hide?
Petunia certainly does.
Petunia, where can we hide the Innovation Council? I should have asked you this before we started.
Petunia excitedly describes a baker's dozen various little hidey holes and little nooks and crannies that she's pretty sure nobody else knows about in the entire city.
Great. How about this? Take the Innovation Council and hide in that spot. And I was like, cast suggestion on him.
To read the scroll.
I'm casting suggestion on him, which is that he needs to make a wisdom save.
I'll say.
Bless you.
Thank you.
What the? I thought you were watching. Where'd you come from? Oh, you've been here the whole time.
Do this mechanic here. So what's your DC?
15.
15.
Ugh. I should have cast it. It's too late now. Whatever.
They rolled higher than that on the die.
Well, of course they did. Yeah, bastards. Did you go?
They did that with advantage.
Oh, good. Why?
You felt as you cast that spell some resistance in them to it. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah. Now's not the time to roll shitty dice. Arcana 11.
11. It felt like the magic of that charm, like, fell down like familiar channels in their mind or in their person and just flowed off of them. Like it just channeled right past them. Like this kind of magic has probably been used on this person a lot.
Okay, yeah. He's under a spell.
Hey, when did you start wanting to read the scroll? Do you remember?
The voice told me that I would after the pleasantries up above, I would come down here, and I would be escorted to the Hydro Forge by servants of hers. Nods to you. Give me a perception check again.
Me?
That's
Oh,
noticed the
sorry.
eye.
11.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Some contact would escort me to the Hydro Forge, and I would read the scroll.
His eye is really creepy, everybody.
And then I would return to my activities up at if there's any festivities continuing up above, I would rejoin them and make an appearance, and then I would retire for the evening.
You know what? You're right. You're right. We'll take you down. Let's go. Everybody, let's go. We'll take him.
Don't want to get him anywhere near them.
Yeah, I know. But listen, we gotta, because that's what they asked us to do. Nickel Plenty's waiting. So's the lady.
Right.
You're a prisoner. Stop making suggestions in front of people. Let's go.
I mean, he doesn't care.
I guess you're right.
While we're doing this, can I attempt to roll the copy up in the fancy case and put the other scroll somewhere else?
The copy is literally just an etching, so like it's not gonna fool anybody. Like somebody would just open that up and be like, "Hey, somebody made a bad etching." And plus, it doesn't like most of the text on the scroll is just like in ink, and the etching does not catch any of that. All the etching catches is like this like hidden sort of like rune stuff that's like almost like engraved and indented in the paperwork a little bit.
So be
But do I want the ritual to go forward?
No.
If I have the scroll,
Yeah, no. You feel free to do whatever you want. I just want to make sure you understand that
no. I know it's not going to fool anybody.
Yeah.
Could you? How long would it take to make a copy?
We'd have to open it, and at this point, I don't think anybody wants to open it.
That's true.
I'd be happy to open it and read it.
You know, you were supposed to do that down there. We're walking to right now.
We could think
Let's
of
go.
it as a practice run.
No,
You
You're an
really want to
expert.
disobey what the voice told you?
The voice didn't tell me I couldn't read it before, just that I needed to read it at the Hydro.
Yeah,
But then we like to bend the rules. We like to bend
Okay, well
Why don't
let's
you all give me a perception?
let's go. I don't like having to make these perception checks. It's 14.
18.
Oh, thank God, somebody.
7.
It's getting real
Yep,
whispery.
11.
8.
Jesus Christ.
Thud. There is something about that milky, unfunctioning eye that still keeps looking at people. And you can see
Oh, Jesus Christ.
as
This is
it
good.
looks at Stanwyck,
The one and only.
the one and only Chinoli. You can tell that there is like certainly sight, some perception happening from this eye, and you also feel like as you look at it, it is not always matching the emotional expression of the rest of the face.
Oh, God, she's watching.
And you see a little tear forming
Oh, that's bad.
on this blind eye,
That's bad.
and it drips down, leaving a wet streak on the face.
Yeah, let's get him down to the count. Let's go. Let's go. And I start leading everybody, but we didn't make a few turns to get us back to where we stashed those other dead bodies.
And that's it's still a minute walk, but you
Yeah.
can head that way.
Let's go that way.
The pit.
Yep. Let's go.
Aye, Bun's telling me that eyes be bad.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think
Can we take it out of him?
that's creepy. Maybe.
Like, if it's some sort of enchanted object, maybe that's what's
He
keeping him
can
down.
hear you at the moment, unless you're talking.
I'm
very...
lowering my voice.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm lowering my voice.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, hey, look, we're here. If we crawl down this tube, she wanted you to go down there. That's the best
I'll
way,
hold
fastest.
him down. I'll hold him down.
It sounds like you might be trying to prevent me from reaching the.
No, sir. Let me tell
No,
you, this is a very
no,
fast way to
no,
get down there. We've
everyone
been there.
wants you to read it. We're taking you by the fastest route we know.
I'm going to shove him prone.
Down the hole, or just on the ground here?
Just on the ground right here.
Yeah.
Shoving him prone. And then I'm gonna
I'm
grab
on that.
him.
Tie him
I'm on
up.
that eyeball like a maniac.
Oh God.
I'm gonna gag him so he can't scream.
He does not put up a fight against any of this. He says,
He can't say anything. He's gagged.
"Oh yeah, he's gagged." He said, "Yeah, he says, I should."
Okay, well, if he's gonna warn us, I'm gonna let him say something.
Why? Okay.
Okay, never mind,
No,
never
it's
mind,
fine.
never mind.
It's
Stanwick gives me that look, and I change my mind.
I'm sprig toes. Let the players do what the players do. Let's go. What's he got to warn us about?
Oh, does he? Is he? Yeah. What's the haps here?
Yeah, I'll give him a split second just to say what he's gonna say.
Yeah, you're like
I am on that eyeball.
just watching it or trying to get it.
Trying to pull it out. One.
Oh my god!
He begins to say like, I should warn. Oh God, please! Oh!
Yeah,
He's like screaming.
Oh
in
no, I'll
pain.
gag him.
What'd you say?
I said I would keep him from screaming.
Okay. Thud, you nobody stops you, so you
Look, we got a better way to do this.
Give me a dexterity check as you try and remove this eyeball and
Bun is definitely helping. Do I get advantage?
Can you give me
I
a
am going
reason
to
why your little bunny could give you advantage in this eye surgery?
Yeah, he pulls out the rusty spork that I keep in my bag that I eat with.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I'm gonna say no. It's just really tight quarters, and you really got to get in there and like raise the hand.
21. I rolled a 19.
As you hear the screaming that is then muffled as this good leader of the community is once again gagged, Thud with a is able to just like pop this eyeball out and disconnect it from any nerve. You have a milky dead eye in your hand, Thud. There is heavy, like, pained panting from 3 Malo crisp toes. What'd you do with the, he had the monocle there over that eye. Did you just, like, move it out of the way? What'd you do with that?
No, I'm sure he slapped it out of the way to get to that eye.
Oh my
It's,
goodness.
It's broken on the, well, let's roll for that. Yeah, that's broken on the ground next to 3 Malo. And this eye's like, he's holding it and he's, I should warn you that if I am prevented from completing my tasks, the voice will know.
Yeah.
I think we'll end our session right there.
Oh man.
Oh,
My god.
that was something.
But now we're safe from the eye.
That was something. We are safe now.
Oh,
Good work.
man.
Oh my God, Evan.
What happened?
That might have been the funniest single line of dialogue that's ever been spoken in our D&D years.
You're quiet for so long.
From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows.
So funny. I don't.
Oh my goodness.
The thing is, explaining it just sounds the dumbest thing ever. But he was pretending to be a prisoner, and we just told him like, just act confused.
He needed a lot of hand-holding. A lot of instructions on how
I've
to
never
act
been down here
like a
before.
prisoner.
I've never been
I've
down here
never
before.
seen this place before.
out of the the timing was so beautiful.
It was such a good time.
You alright, Jared?
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm deciding whether my character would just make a run for it or.
He's so horrified, be like, I made the wrong choice to be here.
He was paid to get a device,
Not to torture some old guy?
Yeah.
Look, I've worked with these gimps before, and I've seen this. This is one of them gimp eyes.
Wait, do any of us know historically has Three Mallow had a milky white eye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who roll a history check or tried to, would have been a relatively low DC. So a known figure has had this blind eye for some time, but keeps this affect of having this monocle on it. So I don't want to be accused of changing the story after the fact.
Yep.
But
No.
that was pretty rough.
I felt like they captured him and put in a fake eye with an enchantment on it.
I think our party gets whatever we deserve at this point.
Out of character. That monocle is this true seeing monocle that allowed this person to have some part of their mind still seeing things for their own from their own perspective from the truth. So they saw through the illusion that you had on and stuff, but still didn't that part of themselves that was still true didn't raise the alarm, didn't make any hubbub of being obviously tricked by you guys. And that's gone.
Well, that's gone now. I love this game so much. God.
But your characters don't know any of that. So.
Oh god, fuck. Alright. Thank you everybody, that was hilarious.